Oh boy. All right, guys, it's time. About that time. About that time. About that time. About that time. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, it's that time. What up, Nuke? What up, Bacon? What up, Luis? Yosh, Dead King, Business, Harrison, Derby, GTF, Kai, Buzzard, Dizzy, Mace, Crazy. Let's go, guys. Let's go. It's about that time. It's about that time. Check out the image. You guys like what you see? Liking Premise is back? Let's go, guys. There it is. It's official. Premise is back. Premise is back. And if you guys are very astute and attentive, you can see behind Premise, we've got the farm from Transit. So, dude, they look tough, man. They look real good. They look really, really good. They look really, really, honestly, like, I know people are like, oh, it looks a little generic. I don't know. To me, they've got some depth. They got some detail. If you really look at their skin, we can, of course, zoom in on the image if you guys are interested. They look a little bit like dead, dude. They don't look human, which is the craziest part to me. Let's go, Dead King, coming in for the 11th month. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Ready for BO7 and Dying Light soon? Let's go, DK. Appreciate you coming through, man. 1 month off the full year. Kai coming with a 5-ball first dono of the year. Of the day. Let's go. Dude, I'm tripping out. I'm so excited. I'm tripping out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to Kai and Dead King. Both of you, absolute legends. Wait, hold on. Did they get a new... Hold on. Hold on. Before we even get into premise here, is Mario Baseball, like, actually confirmed? I will be picking up a Switch if that's the truth. I don't see anything here. Nothing coming up on Twitter. So if something was going to happen, then I feel like we'd actually have, you know, facts. Anyways, guys, check it out. This is the image that was just leaked on the Xbox store. This is Premise, the new version of them. We'll call them Tempest. How about that? How about we just call them Tempest? Because I feel like that's going to be the official name. So we got the Tempest squad right here. We've got from left to right, Takio, Tank Dempsey, Edward Richtofen, and Nikolai Belinsky. They all look very just like dead, dude. I don't know. Anyways, this got leaked in the Xbox store about like 10 minutes ago. Everett's blowing up on Twitter right now. There's a couple of screenshots. I guess we can go into detail here and really take a look at these characters if you guys would like. How's everyone doing today? Everyone excited for this? We got the BO6 or sorry, 6 BO7 reveal here in yeah, we got the BO7 reveal here at about an hour, 20 minutes away. So we're getting close. We're getting close. We still have a lot of time to go. Hopefully, I'm assuming more things will leak out here. The pre-order bonus might go live a little bit earlier. But how's everyone doing? Shout out to everyone that's here. I know everyone in the community is live right now. If you are watching my stream, I appreciate you coming over here, hanging out with me and our community that we've built. So it's a vibe today, guys. It's a vibe. I was expecting obviously to see some stuff, but this off the rip, I mean, come on, Dark Ether Transit. So we officially know that there's going to be POIs from... It's not going to be like Transit remastered 1-to-1. I'm assuming it's like Transit reimagined based on what they've been saying. But, dude, I was not expecting to see. That's front and center, man. This gets me real excited for next year. Guys, we won. Nuke Man, Imposter Yosh, my man Andrew, all the Transit gang. Congratulations. You guys won. We're getting Transit again. Bus Route B might be confirmed as real. Let's go, guys. This is so sick. This is so sick. All right, so I guess we could go and like really look at the characters here. Let me go ahead and bring this up on my desktop to be able to zoom in on this 100%. I don't like this, how grainy this is. There's got to be a better image of this before we go into full screen here. Transit's most definitely peak. Let's go, Rapid. Is this a real promo image, Pigpen? This is dead. Yeah, though. This is like this leaked from the Xbox store. This is 100%, like, no doubt about it. This is what we're probably going to be seeing. I'm sure, I don't know if we'll get a trailer today. My guess is like maybe like at the least like 10-15 seconds, so like a gameplay trailer. But yeah, guys, sorry if I'm eating a bagel too. I took some zinc. I've been taking zinc in the mornings now, and it really fucks with my stomach if I haven't eaten anything. So I do have to kind of munch this bagel here. Here we go. This is a better image for what I'm looking for here. There we go. All right, let me pull this up in my window. This is beautiful. This is actually the HD 100% big image here. Let me go ahead and do a display capture. Perfect. Well, not perfect. Now it's perfect. All right. All right, we're gonna take a look at the breakdown here. Pizza said they have special footage from their playtime of BO7 after the reveal. I'm sure it'll probably be like 15 minutes that they got to show off here of the gameplay of Transit. Probably like last year how they got to do Terminus, where they were given like 15 minutes by the Zombies team. So we'll probably see some gameplay later today. Again, 2 o'clock, we got an hour and 20 minutes until the official reveal starts here. So we're going to be hanging out until then. I'm sure more and more stuff will leak out up to the reveal, but we're just going to be covering what we got going on here. We got Rick Toppin off the rip. I feel like he's the most intriguing character as always. You guys can see they kind of look like they're like just fucked up, dude. These guys look like they've been through some shit. They don't really look like they're even human, man. I mean, I guess they do have, their eyes aren't like ether infused or anything, but you can see their skin's all just really messed up, probably from being in the dark ether for so long. He's holding the MR6, MR7 pistol. You guys can see here, look at this. We got a group 935 patch on Richtofen. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. It's like the pistol from the Giant, or the shotgun from the Giant's holding. What do we got over here? Tank holding a VMP. It looks like he is either like a VMP or a Cordite type of thing. Looks like the Peacekeeper to me. Is that a real render? Guys, this is actually 100% real. This is literally, no, this is from the Xbox store. Just got leaked out. Care to share the bagel with all you guys? Absolutely. It's not toasted. It has nothing on it, but yeah, like I said, I appreciate you guys not getting on me about fucking eating a little bagel right now. I was like nauseous as hell about to go grab my food when they released this, and I was like, all right, it's just time to gas up the stream. But yeah, we got 935 on Richtofen here. We got the patch, so this is confirmed sort of canon again. I guess we'll be, I mean, obviously at this point, like, everything's on the table, right? Everything's on the table now. Tank's got some tattoo. I don't remember Tank having tattoos before, so that's definitely pretty interesting there. Takio just looks like a fucking warrior. Nikolai looks like shit, not in a bad way. He just looks like he's seen some things, man. Is he missing an eye? No, there's no way. I was gonna say, I'm like, dude, is he missing? Did he lose an eyeball? We got Weaver 2.0. No, Tank looks good. They all look, honestly, they all look good. Obviously, we have Dark Ether Transit in the background, so we've been asking for it for a long time, guys, and now it's finally here. Now it's finally here. Nikolai's outfit looks like Weaver's. Yeah, he really does. It really does look like Weaver. Them looks like Reznov. I guess, yeah, it kind of does. Kind of does look like Reznov. Do I think they'll be playable in multiplayer? Yeah, guys, these characters, you're going to be able to use them in multiplayer in Warzone too. They're 100%, this is going to be across the boards here. 100p. What's up, Fred? They look tough. They did, dude, honestly, they did them justice. From this render here, they did them justice. From a redesign perspective, I think they look hard, dude. I don't know. Again, key jingling, slop in your face, whatever. Like, throw that aside, man. I think they did them. I think they did them justice, guys. If you're gonna rate them just based on the aesthetic look right now, just on the characters, 1 out of 10. 1 out of 10. What are we calling it here? Requiem gonna get slimed hard with this game, dude. Dude. They're obviously gonna be able to pick between the characters, so it won't just be like these 4. But I don't know anybody that's picking anyone from Requiem over these guys. I'm so serious. I don't know anybody that would boot up and be like, yeah, I'm taking Weaver or Maya over this version of Richtofen. Like, Richtofen looks hard, dude. Richtofen looks like, probably, honestly, looks the best he's looked, in my opinion. I don't know about the other guys, but Richtofen, dude, just with the military uniform there, he looks fucking tough, too. These guys look good. Really love the Dempsey tattoos, Norse god mythology. Hell yeah. Look as harder than they ever have. Let's go Israel 10, Mace 11, Pigpen 9. Did BO7 have to, wait, why did BO7 have to release now? I don't know. That time of the day, that time of the year. Pretty late for them to be showing stuff like this too. Let's go Bacon with a 10, Folding with a 7, Josh with an 8. Tank got the woods in it, not gonna lie. MCC operator skin one, that'd be so sick. I think my character would be good as an op. It almost looks like they were captured in the BO2 engine, almost. I guess kinda. I mean, it makes sense with transit and all that stuff. Takio looks the hardest, not gonna lie. Takio does look good. Takio looks like he's a grizzled Dark Ether vet now, man. I think Richtofen looks the best. I've always been a fan of Richtofen. He's always been my number one, but now he looks good. What's good, Afterlife? Good to see you. I know we just had this whole conversation, but now I'm right back on the, oh my god, they look so tough. They're so hard. Richtofen looks goated. Nikolai looks rough. Not in like a, whoever designed him did horrible. He just looks like he's been through some shit. Yeah, Dempsey looks like the most normal out of all of them. Takio looks sick, dude. Like, he looks like he's about to violently puke. When will the reveal begin? Guys, we'll be getting like full Black Ops 7 and I'm sure zombies gameplay here in about probably an hour and 15 minutes at this point. 1:15, actually, though, like 2 o'clock p.m. EST. I'm sure more stuff will leak out, though. So as the day goes on, we'll be sitting here hanging out, chilling. But yeah, for the time being, we're just gonna be going over these pictures here. This picture. Get the bottom out of there. From Gamescom, this is from from Gamescom is where they'll be showing everything, but this was leaked on the Xbox store. So that's where we got it here. Prediction on Black Ops 7 first zombies map name. I like Bus Route Z. I saw that on Twitter yesterday. I can't remember who said it. I wish I could credit them for that, but Bus Route Z, in my opinion, is gonna be, I think that'd be the hardest name that they could go with. I'm sure it'll be like something crazy, like Untoten or something, like Bus of the Dead, maybe. That would be a good one. What is bus in German? How does it, okay, let's look this up. Hold on. Let me take a look at this here. All right. English to German. Bus der Toten is dead ass like the name, the exact translation for Bus of the Dead. Bus der Toten would be in, like, I don't know if that's got the aura, but Bus der Toten is how you say Bus of the Dead in German. So, I mean, yeah, you know, like, maybe. Bus Route Z would be cool. Bus would be cool. Models look great. Don't know how to feel about their faces. Look infected. Yeah, dude. My guess is that they probably can't step outside the dark ether, to be honest, if I had to guess. I know that people have been talking about that, like the liminal spaces and stuff, and kind of them introducing that, but I don't know. I'm like very, for as bad as the story was, like day one, it's been tough, man. I feel like they're gonna do him justice here. Also, guys, here we go. Look at this, Mr. Peak's Gobblegum machine back here. Shout out to Margwa for spotting that. Just saw it come across the timeline. So we do have we're gonna have Gobblegums. I'm assuming all this is gonna carry over. Such a hard shot, dude. Transit with Gobblegums and the Premise crew is honestly, I'll tell you what, man, they look good. They look real good. Looking good to me. Gum carryover, we hope, dude. We hope so much. I'm kind of perusing Twitter as well here, waiting for stuff to come out. Seeing if anything else gets leaked. All right, so we've got the 935 patch here on Richtofen. We've got the Gobblegum machine in the back. This is pretty crazy. Definitely a reimagining of Farm, right? Nah, dude. Nah. This is Revelations. Yeah, no, it's gonna be Transit reimagined. I don't want, like, you guys gotta understand, like, it's not gonna be Transit like exactly 1-to-1 detail. Like, it's not going to be Transit remastered. It's gonna be like Transit expanded, Transit reimagined, if that makes sense. It's not gonna be a faithful 1-to-1. It'll just be expanding upon what already existed in Transit, which is cool. I think that's kind of what everyone's been asking for. I better be able to play as both crews to get the most out of the story. I think that oh, dude, I don't know. I think that for sure we'll be able to play as both crews. I've heard rumors that, like, you can only interact with certain, like, if you have a full, like, crew of, like, this crew, apparently, like, you can get all the dialogue. I don't know if you have the entirety of Requiem crew, if there'll be, like, a ton of cross dialogue between the characters. I'm just this is just rumors and stuff that I've heard on Twitter. But then there is like some mix and match. So if you have like Richtofen and Nikolai, and then you have Maya and Weaver, apparently there is some like cross dialogue between them. So we'll see what happens. Transit and Liberty, I would say, yeah, probably. Pigpen, basically a Black Ops 4 Ether style remake. I would say, yeah, again, that's where I would probably be leaning towards something like you guys like Blood of the Dead, but not. I'd say it'd be bigger than Blood of the, like better, like more going on than Blood of the Dead. Blood of the Dead had, you know, 2-3 new areas. Yeah, Blood of the Dead had like 2-3 new areas. This is probably gonna be like the transit original locations are much smaller, like in pieces of the map. I would have to guess that it would be like a transit Liberty hybrid where like you'll have locations. I was complete guessing too. I could be 100% wrong. Don't quote me. We'll find out here probably in an hour. I haven't played it. I would say that it's probably going to be like kind of like all of like the size of Liberty Falls, those maps combined with like transit POIs in between, and also other areas that were added in. So yeah, dude, that's where I'm gonna go with. Zoom in on the weapons. All right, I got you guys. I could be wrong here. I'm not great with identifying weapons. This looks like the KRM shotgun to me. Nikolai had it all throughout the BO3. You guys correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm thinking KRM shotgun up here. I got Richtofen with the MR7, MR6, MR7. The starting pistol from BO3 appears to be back. I don't think we'll be 100% spawning in with it, but it'll be there. Looking like the VMP over here. Even the Kuda. Kind of like a VMP Kuda from Tank. And then this looks like the Peacekeeper to me. I know the Peacekeeper Mark 1 is in the game, but we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna catch up on these. What gun? Yeah, those are the guns that I think, if you guys can identify these in a different way, tell me what you guys think. When does the reveal start? The reveal starts in about hour 10 minutes. Hour and 10 minutes. We'll switch over to the live stream. Right now they're showing like other games and stuff. To be honest with you guys, I'm not as interested in that as I am this here. So yeah, we're gonna be kind of just waiting for stuff to go live here. I'm assuming the pre-orders might go live at some point early too. So like, any time now they could release these pre-orders. I know on Battle.net it might be a little bit later than oh thank God I just doxed myself with that. Holy fuck, that could have been bad. Yeah, I don't think that there's gonna be favorites. I guess could be one of them. Let me see. The shop is taking a while to load today. I think there's probably just a high traffic of people coming through trying to pick up BO7. It's still only wishlistable on Battle.net. But I'm sure by come 1 o'clock, once they start revealing stuff, the pre-orders will go live. So be able to pre-order that today if you guys are interested in doing so. The bonuses have been leaked too. If you guys haven't seen the Ted skin, there's a new like revamp for Ted, which is cool. I guess I could show him if you guys haven't seen Ted. Let me go ahead and pull him up here for you, those of you that haven't seen him. This is what Ted looks like in the new game. This might not even be how he looks on the map. This could just be a skin similar to like Brutus and Klaus. This is what Ted looks like to me. I know some people are like, oh, they murdered him. I like it because it really plays on the lore of Broken Arrow and what Ted was before he got nuked, right? Like in Transit, the OG version, his face is melted off, you know, his body's all messed up. Everything is just not going good for Ted, right? But this is what it looks like, the ADAM units from Alpha Omega, which is the Broken Arrow facility. It looks like they probably took that in his body. I have a crazy theory here. This is either like the Jet Gun Core or hear me out. Imagine if you have to build Ted on the transit map and he's like a roaming pack-a-punch. So anywhere you go or anywhere the bus goes,
your service to the overlords,
you go and you pack-a-punch by pack-a-punching Ted, literally. Let's go, Ted King. Ted coming out of Five Nights at Freddy. Let's go. Day 75. I appreciate you, go.
Face emoji. Day 75.
Let's go. Appreciate you, Dead King. Absolute legend. They massacred your boy. I think he looks good because I like Alpha Omega and I like the story of Broken Arrow and how they were developing these like robots. But that would be sick. Imagine if you have to like rebuild Ted in the bus, or like Ted is the Pack-a-Punch. Would be really sick. Would be really sick. Would be sick. But yeah, that's that. I'm just keeping up on Twitter over here too, seeing if some other stuff decides to come through here. Any new leaks? I don't know if we'll see very much up until the point where we yeah, I don't think we're gonna see very much aside from maybe like the pre-orders going live here a little bit early. But yeah, it goes. I mean, dude, I was not expecting this. I mean, like I was, like, don't get me wrong. I was expecting to see these guys today. I was expecting to see some zombie stuff today, but seeing this leaked, seeing this, they look, dude, they look good. They look good. They look good. This is a leaked image. This is not fan art. This is 100%, like 100%. This is going to be in the game. Like this is from the Xbox store. That's how leaked this is. I mean, obviously it's be coming out like everywhere within the next like within the next like hour and a half. This will probably be all over BattleNet. It'll be all over, you know, Xbox, all that good stuff. But this is actually like insane that they kind of just decided to out of nowhere drop this shit. So yeah, dude, I know everyone's got to be like, oh, let's be cautiously optimistic, or let's be whatever. Like, dude, it's happening. Transit reimagining is happening. Like it's we've been asking for here's the thing that I don't want to hear either. Before we get into like Gamescom, before we start watching all this stuff, before we go over all the clips and we get into the Black Ops 7, like we're not in Black Ops 7 just yet. We got an hour before everything really comes down. The one thing I don't want to hear is people start being like, oh, well, it's reused assets, or it's slop, or it's not original content. Guys, the community as a whole has been asking for this, for Transit specifically, since like 2015. And it's the last 10 years have been, well, Transit was held back by the engine, or we really didn't get to see their initial, we didn't see their initial, how it was supposed to be. We didn't see their initial vision, blah, 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 blah. Like it was held back. If it was only on next gen, it'd be amazing with all the fog lava, the denizens. Like, I don't want people to switch up and just start being like, oh, dude, well, it's AI, or it looks like shit, or it's reused assets, or they couldn't even give us anything new. Like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. We've been asking for this. They're going to deliver. You can't keep moving the goalposts anymore. Now, if it's bad when we play it, fair enough. Fair enough. Whatever. Okay? It's fine. You know? Fair enough. But, I mean, from this, bro, second year of zombies in a row, premise is back. Transit reimagined, I should say. I can't say remastered, because remaster implies that they didn't change anything. They just updated the graphics. This is going to be a completely different experience. I wish I had more to say about it and more to tell you guys about this, but I'm learning with you guys, so we're here vibing. Majority first impressions, dude, they look hard as fuck. They look real good. I'm not gonna lie. They look good. They look kind of sickly, but they look good. I think Richtofen probably has the hardest outfit he's ever looked like before. I think like Primus was a pretty good. Primus and Ultimus, both versions of Richtofen were hard. This guy just looks like kind of a grizzled vet. I'm gonna be honest here. I'm here for it. Only judge it once you play it. That's what I'm saying, Rapid. Everyone just vibe out, dude. Everyone just vibe out. BO7 or the UCS Death Star. Well, you could buy 10 Black Ops 7 copies and hand them out to people for the price of the UCS Death Star. So I like it, but I wish that it wasn't just a giant diorama set. The diorama set is kind of criminal, but denizens will now take your COD points in the reimagining. Yeah, guys, if you boot up with dude, okay, can we please get some official confirmation that this right here, like these can we just say it's carried forward now? Because like it was carried forward. I got some gift cards I want to unload on some gobble gums here, dude. If it carries forward, I'll save all that stuff for next year. But yep, yeah, Richtofen does have the Group 935 logo on his shoulder, so that's technically canon again. Let's go. Thank you for subscribing, Jorben. Torbait? I can't see. It's too small on my screen. Thank you though for selling. Welcome to the stream. Slop, yeah, of course it is, isn't it? Isn't it? Early access for the beta starts October 2nd. That's still a pretty good ways away though. Pretty far until we will actually get in there and play it. I don't think zombies will be part of this at all. I don't think zombies will be part of the beta. Obviously, it'll all be multiplayer, but they look good. Got proof from the Xbox store. Yeah, guys, this is not like Charlie Intel's been tweeting this. Everyone else is like Dalek's between, like everyone has been tweeting this image, so it's not just it's not just some random fan render. Yeah, it's crazy that these characters too, like I feel like they don't even look like what they were rendered in the cutscene to look like, you know? Like, this doesn't even look like the Richtofen that appeared on screen in the cutscene, which I actually like. They look better than I thought they were going to. They looked like... They did not look good in the cutscene. They did not look good in the cutscene, I'll tell you that right now. That's where I'm at. They did not look good in the cutscene, but they look good here. That's right, I keep saying about the Transit remake, like all they did at the launch of BO6 and the Origins rumors when the tomb was teased, keep the delusion levels high. But okay. Wanted / asked for round based, we got it. Wanted / asked for transit, now we're about to get it. Exactly. I mean, we're over here just being honest about it, man. They're zombified? Yeah, they are zombified. They look good, dude. They look, I mean, obviously they don't look like healthy. They're obviously pretty cooked up. I think that the BO7 about to be a copy paste of BO6. Hey man. BO6 was good to me, sir. I'll take. Well, what's the take now here? This does not look better than the cutscene. Dude, these Richtofen for sure looks better than the cutscene. Be so honest to God. They looked terrible in the cutscene. I'm pulling this up. I'm pulling up the footage. just to prove to you guys. Where was it under? Here we go. Dude, come on. Look at Nikolai here. Like, Nikolai looks pretty much the same. Dempsey looks like a kid in this image. Bruh. Richtofen does not look as good here as he does here. Obviously, it's cutscene, but I don't know. We can be honest. Cutscene miles better, ain't even close. Dude, absolutely not. There's no way. Obviously, it's a full CGI render. Common brain dead takes. Oh, let's go, Corey. Let's put the gloves on. Let's get out of there. Looks like an OF model in the cutscene. That's crazy. See no differences. Dude, I don't know. They look weird in the cutscene. I don't like the way that this is rendered, though. If I'm being 100% honest with you guys, I don't like the way these cutscenes. I don't like the MWZ style of cutscene. Like, do you think Weaver looks better in this than? I mean, yeah, okay, Weaver does look better here, but Weaver, this looks like the MWZ type of cutscene here. Obviously, the fidel. Thank you. Obviously, the full CGI render is going to look a little bit cleaner than the in-game models. I'm just saying I like the look of the characters better in-game than in this cutscene, because I don't like the MWZ style of cutscene here. The Shadow Man infects him. Xbox pre-orders are live? Wait, are they actually live now? All right, let me check the shop here. Because if it goes early on Battle, I don't know if Battle.net will go early. I feel like Battle.net's probably not. I feel like Battle.net's probably not getting it early, to be honest with you. I feel like that might be the time they're live. They're live. They are live. Okay, hold on. Let me see if they let me see if we can get the rewards here. It still says wish. Maybe I'll just close out of Battle.net here. Let me exit out here. Let me come back to Battle.net. This opens not on my main screen. Okay. Shop. Pre-orders are live on Xbox. Okay, so they're live on Xbox, but not on Battle.net. See, I don't want to buy it on Xbox. I want to buy it on Battle.net. Yeah, still coming soon. What rewards are you talking about? You get some cool shit for BO6. And of course you get the rewards for carry forward. According to this, Black Ops 7 will have cross purchase for Xbox, PC, and Xbox. Wait a minute. Pre-order any digital edition or subscribe to Game Pass and receive early access to the beta, the Reznov Challenge Pack, cross-gen bundle. That's very interesting that... Okay, I don't think it'll cross... It's only Xbox, though. It won't cross over from Battle.net to Xbox. Nothing on the Vault Edition yet. I'm assuming they're both going to go live here soon enough. Yeah, it looks like it's live on Xbox and PlayStation, but not but not Battle.net. So yeah, it's live on both consoles. If you're gonna pre-order on consoles, both editions are live on it, but yeah, nothing quite yet here. Nothing quite yet here on Battle.net, which is a shame. Yeah, someone sucks Battlefield better. Majority hasn't even played Battlefield. Majority played like 2 minutes of Battlefield. Isla just posted a 15-minute video of zombies. All right, let me go take a look here. Let me go take a look here. Lion ass. Unless he's watching it right now. Kenny baited me. Kenny got me. Kenny masturbator, I fear. I was gonna say, they won't be posting that stuff until after the event. I'm sure there'll be like a 15-minute playthrough of Transit like they did last year. Master what? Whoa. Dude, Kenny's a master baiter, dude. He baited me pretty hard, actually. There's a leak promo of wall running. Oh, dude, well, yeah. Come on, man. Crazy. All right. I want it to go live on Battle.net so I can get these rewards before this shit goes live, so we can just have some, we can like check something out, so I'm not just sitting here refreshing Twitter. Praying that Takio doesn't talk. I think Takio is definitely gonna be talking here. Recasted for sure, man. Dude, how does this go live on other platforms, but their own platform can't get it until fucking 1 o'clock? That's crazy. Transit is back, boys. Transit is back. I wonder why Battle.net doesn't have it. They probably set their like pre-order status to 1 o'clock. Which like Battle.net probably goes live with the trailer. I think Nolan North is voicing Takio. That'd be sick. That'd actually be probably the best case scenario. So all the lore in the Ether universe and multiverse is condensed in the Dark Ether. So the way that they're explaining this, and like I've been saying this even since like this time last year when we were doing BO6 hype trailers and hype stuff. If you guys were here for it, and I'll give the spiel again here. They, at the end of the Black Ops 4 cutscene where like Nikolai is explaining like what's gonna happen to them, he straight up says like Monty, the Shadow Man, the Apothecans, Element 115 are all banished to the Dark Ether, right? He didn't say we're destroying them forever. He just said they're going to be banished to the Dark Ether. And if you like, 115, I'm pretty sure like cannot exist. And the Apothecans like cannot exist without any of these guys. So immediately red flags were going off my head when I was watching the end cutscene from BO4 back in the day. Like, okay, like, I mean, what the fuck, you know, like, shouldn't they be dead, right? Or shouldn't everything just be like completely wiped now? So the fact that they went to the Dark Ether, one, and then two, they said from the beginning, like, Craig was doing an interview for Cold War where he's like, oh, expect, you know, some things might just not want to stay dead. I don't know. You know? What's good, Zone? How are you? What's up, Ben? Donuts, let's go. BO4. Everything is banished to the Dark Ether the very next game. This is the Dark Ether story. That's what I was, dude. That's what back in the day, like, I've even like last year and this entire year, I've been saying that, and people are like, no, you're wrong. You can't say that. It's not true. That wouldn't happen. They wouldn't do that. I'm like, dude, they've been saying the entire time, like, nothing really ever technically died. And if any of that stuff can exist, then technically it should exist here too. But yeah, dude, I mean, even like seeing all the perks, all the pack-a-punch, some of the weapons, the ray gun, the ray K from Firebase was just stuff that they scrapped together from the Dark Ether from the original ray gun Mark III. It's like, I mean, it's kind of been right there the entire time. So the thing I don't like is when people start pulling they're just desecrating their grade, or they're digging them up to sell new copies in the next game. I don't really buy into that. I think that this has been planned forever. Like, and I've been saying that for a while. Even MWZ, dude, there was 115 in the Dark Ether of some of the rifts in MWZ. Like, to me, man, that was when I knew it was confirmed. That's what I knew and that was even before the premise leaks. That's when I was like, all right, like, why would they be bringing back Element 115 in such a small, minuscule little secret Easter egg way that, like, unless you went directly into the Dark Ether to run around and interact with these like random things in a random rift event in MWZ, like, why would they do that? And then the pre-order bonus for last year was Element 115 camos, right? So, hey man, I don't know. They believe humanity will one day use Element 115 to wager war against themselves, opening a rift that will allow the Apothecans to escape the Dark Ether. Sounds like we're in one big cycle. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Dude, I remember when we were doing the whole like Black Ops 6 reveal last year, looking at like the stuff on the wall for Weaver, which we knew, like, obviously nowadays we know that it had nothing to do with anything really. It was just one big setup, but there was like Apothecan stuff there. And then I was like reading the timeline. And that's one of the first like things in the original timeline or passages from the OG timeline of the Chronorium was that like their whole thing was to, you know, use Element 115 to open up a portal to escape the Dark Ether. And I'm like, that's what they're doing in MWZ. But hey, man, it's whatever, you know. Let's go. Thank you for subscribing. I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger so I can actually see who's doing that. I missed out. Whoever subbed, I love you. Apologize, my thing is too small. My eyes are too bad. Thought MWZ isn't canon anymore. Here's my theory on the storyline where we're at right now with the Reckoning and then MWZ and whatnot. If I had to guess, would be, I think that one, the death of the like Terminus crew, whatever you want to call them, Terminus, Weaver, Maya, all that good stuff. I think that that was all avoided. Like, that whole outcome changed the minute that Jensen went back in time at the end of MWZ. And this is my opinion. There's not really like, the 100% confirmed like fact. Like, nobody knows what's going on in the storyline at this point. People can say they know it and they haven't. People can have an understanding, but at this point, it's all speculation because nobody knows like how this crew is back. Like, nobody knows anything. So I think when Jansen went back in time, they basically completely changed the outcome of the Terminus crew dying in the way that they died. And then, sorry, dog, she didn't time travel. Does anybody know? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. You go back in time. That's a theory. That's what I'm saying. But everything is a theory right now. There's nothing, like, there's no like confirmed anything from MWZ or how Primus got back. Everything is now just theory speculation, which it's kind of like the old days. They're not just laying it out there in front of you anymore. If nobody knows anything, this shit storytelling, well done, dude. All of World at War through Black Ops 3 was shit. if that's the case, because it was everything was map to map back then. Everything was map to map back then. Nobody knew anything back then. It was all pure speculation. Anyways, I think that Jensen going back in time or going into the Dark Ether, whatever happened to her, changes the outcome of the Terminus crew, and then neither ending is both endings are technically canon to the Reckoning, because at the end of the day, and I'll pull up the cutscene here to kind of describe this a little bit better, so that I'm not just like yapping on here. You guys can actually see what I'm talking about. Let me see, where is it? Should be here. So here is like the ending cutscene with Richtofen, where if you help Sam, right? This is the Richtofen boss fight. You notice how the cutscene starts off the same. The Sentinel artifact opens up a giant portal here into the sky. This looks like to me personally, and this is again just my own little theory. You guys can get on me. You guys can say I don't know what I'm talking about. Who knows, really? This to me right here looks like the same multiverse that we saw at the end of Togder Toten. This looks like the Sentinel artifact just activated the multiverse again. Okay, so this whole thing, you know, the Sentinel artifact goes down, it opens up the portal to the multiverse, and that's exactly what's happening here. Is it's restarting the multiverse, right? Now, here's the opposite cutscene. That was if you helped Sam, right? Here's the Richtofen cutscene. The same thing with the Sentinel artifact happens. The same exact thing happens, right? The only difference is that it just depends on who you help. So at the end of the day, the multiverse gets restarted one way or another by doing either side of the Easter eggs. Now, because the multiverse is restarted, there's all these different timelines where it doesn't matter whether you helped Richtofen or Sam here. The outcome is still the same. The Terminus crew ends up in the Dark Ether, and Primus is back. Tempest is back, whatever you want to call it. This doesn't change. Both of those endings don't change this, though. This still happens regardless of who you helped. So my theory is that it doesn't matter what ending happened. Both endings are technically canon. This is the outcome that happens no matter what, which is where the Sentinel artifact reopens up the portal to whatever, sends these guys to the Dark Ether. The Sentinel artifact restarts the multiverse. And now this is the only thing that really matters at this point in time is that the multiverse is restarted. These guys are in the Dark Ether with Primus. That's where I'm at, right? That's where I'm at it. That's where I'm at it. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking. You guys, what do you guys think of the theory? You think that's like plausible? Don't understand 100%. Think both endings are canon. The fact that the cutscenes split the second the Sentinel artifact does that works pretty well. Completely, 100%. I'm right there with you. That's where I'm. That's my best guess at what the storyline's doing. Zone looks like it plucked his family from a different universe rather than recreating them. Oh, that's actually good too. Let me go back and look at that. I didn't even think about that. So instead of it just like reanimating his OG family, it literally just like. So here we go. The multiverse is reset, and then you can see out of a little portal, which could be, coming from one of the different areas in the multiverse. Here comes his family out of the portal. I like that. The blue orb comes out. I like that one. Let's go. Bad Moody coming in with a $6.99. Appreciate you, man.
Uses his skateboard of infinity to 900 the zombies, then Dempsey and Richtofen finally marry.
The crazy thing, dude, is like you're not technically, that's not out of the realm of possibilities because Tony Hawk falls under Activision, right? So like technically that could happen. Master Chief, Tony Hawk, Richtofen, and Dempsey are Black Ops 8's crew, guaranteed. Pat, I appreciate you though, dude. That's hilarious. What do I think about modern zombies? I don't think it's bad. I think there could be a nice blend between modern and previous mechanics, though. Do I remember that you could hear the denizens in the MWZ cutscene? I do, and I remember at the time everybody was kind of just like, like back in the day, right? We could be going in that direction, but nobody wanted to say it. But hey, man. When's the Gamescom live stream? The Gamescom live stream for Black Ops goes live in about 40 minutes. So we're just hanging out here. I'd rather just talk about this than watch random games for the next 40 minutes. But yeah, the Black Ops 7 portion of the Gamescom starts here in about literally 40 minutes. So we're chilling. Hopefully more things get leaked. I'm going to keep trying to like reopen and refresh BattleNet until the pre-order goes live, because I want to pre-order that ASAP. Maybe we can get some of the challenges knocked out of the way for Reznov or whatever. Nothing on the homepage, which tells me it's probably not live yet, but I'm gonna keep checking the shop just to see. Cause I know it went live on Xbox and
Now what?
stuff. Let's go. AI, thank you for subscribing. Black Ops 7, yeah, you can only still wishlist it. It's not fully out yet, so we're gonna have to wait a little bit of time here. Unfortunately. I can't even click on the Black Ops 7 page anymore. That's actually, hold on, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, now the VO7 page won't even let me go there. So that's something. That's definitely interesting. Definitely something interesting there. Do I think that they'll have beat both the boss fights to unlock the super Easter egg? I hope so. I could actually, I don't know. I really don't know. You get the calling card either way, so I would lean towards no there if I had to guess. Not necessarily a bad thing one way or another, but probably not. Probably just one or the other, if I'm being honest. What in my opinion? Hold on, wait. What was my opinion on the ending cutscene of the Reckoning? I don't care if they brought Primus back. I just wish they would have explained it a little bit more in this most previous map. What's up, Chad? Good to see you. Chad, how hyped are you for this now? Is this seeing Primus? Is this gonna stop you from taking a gap year? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, still nothing from the pre-order bonus here, which is kind of insane. I can't believe it went live on Xbox and PlayStation went on. Dude, like they just. Yeah, now the page for BO7 doesn't even come up. It's like it's almost bugged, like they know. All right, let me keep refreshing here. Yeah, okay, they confirm the date. We all know about that. Yeah, nothing really unconfirmed. 2 new ultra rare gobblegums might be coming to Black Ops 7. 8 gobblegums of the ultra rare variety. Okay, yeah, okay. So rumor now is that there are in the pre-order bonus there will be 2 more ultra gobblegums in at launch. So do with that information as you may. It just seems like potential is gonna be there. Gonna be there. For shopping free, maybe one other one, but I don't know if they'll actually do it, man. I don't know if they'll actually go in all the way there. All right, let me close that. Let me close out a battle net here. Can I refresh this page? It should be good. All right, yeah, guys, we got about hour 20. If you guys want to go into, I can go into a game and just like around for the next few minutes. I could beat one of the Easter eggs, honestly. I don't want to do display capture anymore. All right, we'll take this away. We got Primus still chilling. Did Richthofen's wife and children disappear in the blue chamber after continuing with the Easter egg? I don't think so. I think they're still there. I think somebody went back and looked at that. All right. I think my chat's low-key cooked on my screen. Hold on. Let me pop this out again. 1 second. Oh yeah, guys, sorry. My chat is like actually cooked. I had to reset my chat. Wasn't pinging properly. All right, guys, we're good. We are good. We're back. 99.9% sure helping Sam in the canon ending since the default vial. I think that either ending is it doesn't matter what happens, to be honest. I think both of them are kind of the same. Both of them are the same. Moon Easter egg speedruns. Oh god, Chris, please. Please stop. Please stop. That's crazy. Can I expect Ring of Fire to return? Probably not. I hope not, to be honest either. I don't think we really need Ring of Fire. That would only promote the sitting in the stories. Check BO6, the Ravenna. Okay, hold on. Let's boot up BO6. Let me see if they have the goods going on here. Hopefully you see Richtofen. Okay, all right. My guy Klaus is alive and thriving. I hope Klaus is alive in this next game. I gotta be honest. I hope Klaus is still in the Dark Ether somewhere. I hope him and Ted are best friends. I would love it, man. I would love him and Ted to be best buddies. All right, let's launch COD. Zombie storyline's crazy. Always has been, man. Everything carries forward. What perks, fuel upgrades, and ammo mods could they bring back to create new ones? Ooh. I think that Fireworks is on the horizon, if I'm being honest with you. I think Fireworks might be on the horizon here. The bundle for the AUG that released at the start of the season, its Tracer pack is actually like just Fireworks, even though it doesn't kill. Yeah, I don't see anything here for... It's unfortunate they don't have anything going live, so audio probably needs to be turned down a little bit so it's not deafening. BO7 coming soon. Come on, man. Jesus Christ. Let me just pre-order now. Xbox gets the goods. PlayStation gets the goods. I wonder if I go into the Xbox store on my PC if it'll pop up here. Let me go in the Xbox app right quick. Hold on. Search for games, Black Ops, sound. Won't even let me do that. Will it? Black Ops 7. Let's go. Average COD Z player. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate you. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. It's up on the Xbox store. No problems, man. That's insane. I guess I could pre-order. No, I don't want to pre-order on this, though. I'd rather play it on Battle.net. I feel like Xbox, yeah. We'll just wait for it to come to Battle.net. Rip. Click BO7. It won't let me go anywhere, guys. I'm literally, like, watch. See how it says coming soon here? Like, BO6, it takes me right there. BO7, it's just stuck. It does. I'm not on Xbox. Dude, I'm not. I'm telling you guys. It popped up for you? I wish, dude. Are you guys on Battle.net or no? Vault Edition is up. It's on PlayStation. Battle.net's whack. Yeah. They removed the Reznov challenge pack tab. Probably went a little too early. Chad, you hate yourself? Had the right idea to solve the Ether song on the tune, but just didn't shoot the symbols fast enough? No, dude. I saw it got, that stuff came out. They found it. Oh, dude. You're right there. You just have to shoot it really, really quickly. Let's go. So I hope for another year of zombies and a full year of Battlefield 6. That's probably the most base take I've seen, Mason. It's crazy that you can only be hyped for one or another. Like that take right there that you can do both is... It's crazy. Go on MP. All right, let me put up multiplayer and see if the tab comes up or something. Events, maybe? 90s action heroes. How far off am I? Am I gonna have to do the save and quit method? These guys can have the gobble gums, honestly. I ain't doing that. I got too much, I got too many videos to make for the next couple of days. Hot and Doom should collab. I got a free store, but I guess it could be coming through here, right? Maybe at the bottom of the store? No, I guess this is all just tracers and shit. Fair enough. Bro's hype for both games. Mod, get them. Yeah, it's one or the other, buddy. Either be real negative against COD and love Battlefield, or completely hate Battlefield. No in between. All right, let's I'm actually close to finishing the Easter egg. What if we just like do the rest of the Easter egg here? You guys want to hang out or what? Click zombies and it showed up. I think they got rid of it for me. I think I missed the opportunity. It's just not there on Battle.net. New store again. Like, what is going on here? Did I ever get Abyss? I did get a ABR Abyss. No, I have not. I've been playing a little bit of ranked, but not all the way. Love BO6 and COD. One or the other, bud. Can't be on the fence with either of these games. Gotta be one or the other. Battlefield was 6 is pretty good. It's nice having something to be able to bounce around. I know, dude. I know. It was in the events tab, then got removed. That's tough. That's real tough. Yeah, that ain't good. That ain't good. I'm just salty because DICE doesn't show love to Battlefield. You're 100% right, though. You're 100% right, though. My gripes with everything for Battlefield comes from hating Battlefield because they can Battlefront for that. For that garbage. So if Battlefront 3 comes out, will I be a BO7 hater? I'm thinking it'll come out in a gap year for zombies, so I won't really have to choose, hopefully. But we'll see. We'll see. What if you hate COD and Battlefield? You're just Omega based then at that point, man. That's crazy. Battlefield and COD are way different for you, so it's just like you play both. Battlefield is literally just War Battlefront without the Star Wars. It's crazy. That's why they didn't invite you to play Black Ops 7. Oh, Jesus Christ. Don't even get me going. Don't even get me going. It was like Teddy or Mr. Peaks for the box. Likely Teddy, but maybe Peaks. I think it's probably going to be Peaks. Because they have Mr. Peaks Gobblegum. That was in the picture that they released a premise today, so. Perk carryover? I hope so. Stops the drip feeding. All right, we got a half an hour before this Gamescom thing, so maybe do we just watch the Gamescom? Let me just pull it up on YouTube. BO7 BNet.
Your service to the overlords is
BO7
appreciated.
BNet.
At Dead King 5000.
Let's go. Got BO7 Battlefield
Super chatted
6.
$4.99.
Dying Light, The Beast, and now Halo ODST collab. Let's go.
And now a Halo ODST
go.
collab in Helldivers 2? What?
Hell yeah. Let's go, Dead King.
Gives you the
Gamescom official live stream. Pre-show in 3 minutes. All right, let's just do the pre-show. Let's just vibe today. Let's just vibe today. Let's pull it up. Hopefully there's no like copyright music in any of this. That would be quite a shame if that were the case. Let me do just actually window capture might be better. Let's go. The Girth Guru. What the fuck? No way. Here we go. And we'll repeat this here in the main stage. That's already there, actually. Perfect. Actually, let's display capture. Let me remove this. I do window capture 3. Perfect. We're chilling. Let's go. Is it actually being revealed today, or is this a big Josh? No, it's being revealed today, trust. Pre-orders up on Steam. Not sure about Battlefront or BattleNet. Won't be happening. Like sniping a Battlefield, but you ran every class to compete with all the beta challenges. Let's go, Lade. No, I didn't. I will never play a Battlefield game because they took Battlefront away from me. It has absolutely zero to do with COD. I just cannot support Battlefield after what they did to Battlefront. And yes, I'll hold that grudge for the end of time. Dude, still nothing on I mean, I'm not surprised that BattleNet's not getting it until last, because it is like they want to make sure it's all tied to like when they reveal things, but that's crazy that it's up on everything but BattleNet. Oh, never mind, we're good. No, dude, it's on, hold on, they're showing it on BattleNet that you can buy it, but I can't click into the page. It just said something went wrong retrieving content from the servers. No way. No way. Not on Game Pass. It'll be on Game Pass. You can pick it up for $1 for sure, 100p. I'm gonna keep closing out a BattleNet and reopening this up here. It's unironically one of the worst game launches I've ever used. So elite for COD though, especially when it comes to updates. They'll get back to Battlefront. They should have never scrapped it though. That's where the beef comes from. And like I said, it has absolutely nothing to do with COD whatsoever. It has everything to do with them scrapping arguably one of the best, if not the best, Star Wars games, the height of its peak, for horrid Battlefield. The only thing I'm concerned about for Battlefield's life cycle this time around is that they can't do what Battlefront did, where their content updates were like once every 90 days. Like, that's just not gonna cut it when you're competing against people that are dropping every 45 days. So we'll see how they do. They're selling it on Steam without showing us what's in the Vault Edition. Hey, man. All that stuff's leaked, though, thankfully. Dude, something still went wrong. Yeah, it's just not... Like the pre-order page is live, you just can't click into it on Battle.net. I wonder if there's actually a way to get in there. Let's go! 18 plus disclaimer, guys. If you are not 18, you have to click away. You actually have to click away right now. Do we even listen to this guy? Should we even be listening to what he's saying? Do we care?
One with Black Ops 7 and Resident Evil Requiem, hosted by Jeff Keighley. That's soon, but not yet. This is the waiting room. And the secret about the ONL pre-show is that it's good itself. We've got an absurd amount of trailers and reveals and premieres right here in the lead up. So let's not waste another microsecond. Here's a brand new game reveal.
Yo, remember me? Your old pal.
I'm gonna put this down very quietly. Yeah, we're definitely putting this down quietly. I know for a fact somewhere, somehow, some way, it's gonna be copyright music at some point.
Now this I like. So, where are we going next? Don't mind if I do. Psych. They call me the Orange Blur. Do any of these outfits come with pants? You know I've only got one brain cell, right?
Turn off stream delay, guys. There's no stream delay. Trust me. I'm over here dicking around on Google looking for
Sorry, I didn't even know.
Battle.net pre-orders to go live here.
The first game I ever played on my PlayStation 29 years ago was
Oh,
I would be introducing Bubsy 4D to the world.
Bubsy.
I'd
Bubsy
say,
back.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Now let's keep this pre-show popping. Here's another brand new game announcement.
Guys, I think they should let Mead. I think they should let Mead host this. I know nothing about any of these games besides COD, but I think they should let me host. The unpopular opinion. Lane, you might actually be correct. The only issue is it's such an unpopular opinion that they'll put you up on the cross for that. Unfortunately. MGC hosting would be peak. It'd just be me being like, all right, guys, I don't care about any of these games personally, but enjoy the trailers. I'll be back when we get to COD. Do you think this is so like quiet enough to not get flagged? Oh, here we go. Now the Vault Edition's live. Oh, okay. Here we go. Yeah, now I can pre-purchase this. Beautiful.
You're watching the
Beautiful.
Gamescom
All right, here we go.
pre-show.
Oh, can't load.
Basically be me teeing up wall-to-wall trailers in the
Everything's live now. It's on Battle.net too.
We do have an interview coming up with the project lead of Double Fine's Keeper. For now, here's a trailer for a LucasArts classic remastered by Night Dive Studios.
Hold on, what? This Star Wars? It ain't Star Wars. It ain't Star Wars, we don't care. It ain't Star Wars, we don't care. Yeah, so like the pre-purchase pages are live now for both of these. But the question is, why can't I do it? Why can't I do it, Battle.net? Oh, here we go. No, now we're good. Okay, pre-purchase just went live for BO7 on Battle.net. We're gonna go ahead and run that up. Go, go, go. Return to shop. Beautiful. All right, so we should be good. It's definitely pre-purchased here. Next time we boot up BO6, we should have those rewards and whatnot.
A little bit when I said this pre-show is filled with exciting and really good trailers because it's my job. Normally you'd be right. However, sometimes a trailer is actually just unmistakably exciting and really good. Like this one.
No, 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 no. Guys, when is the reveal coming? 20 minutes. 20 minutes, it'll be COD's time. We're just watching some random shit right now. I don't know what this is. This is just part of the show. Just feel the immersion, guys. Last time you hopped on Vanguard, you almost dropped a nuke, never left. There's no SPMM in that game anymore. Not enough people. Yeah, I think the last perk for Wonder Fizz is being held for BO7 or Season 6. Probably 6. If I had to guess, it'll probably be Mule Kick. Oh, I want it to be Widow's Wine. Some casual resurgence. I need you guys on ranked, bro. Hop on ranked when? Can't pre-order the shit on PlayStation. What in the acid am I watching? Dude, it's bad. Andrew, I feel like this would be like your game.
In this year's Xbox Showcase, Double Fine announced their first new game since Psychonauts 2. It's called Keeper. And joining us tonight in a recently pre-recorded interview is the game's project lead, Lee Petty.
Hi everyone, thanks for having me.
Hi,
I'm so
Lee.
excited to have you here. So you showed a first look at gameplay of Keeper. The game itself is about the lighthouse, but also the bird as well, right? This duo.
What is this,
And
dude?
I'm curious about whether that was conceptualized first as like imagery, like it sounds like a cool idea, or if that was conceptualized.
Guys, this is the new. This is part of the Transit remaster right here. Guaranteed.
Mechanics and art and story.
Found the pre-order on P5. Yeah, it's everywhere now. Battle.net at work too. Battle.net's already squared away.
Is part of that, right? So the bird and the lighthouse are perfect companions because they're different. At the same time, the bird is.
So you're yeah. This is the spawn character. It's actually not Premise. It's Icarus and the lighthouse from Call of the Dead.
Together, those two set out on this tale, and they're
Leaf Walks,
but also.
Oh my god.
Kind of the emotional
What are we
heart
expecting from the reveal? Probably a lot on campaign, a little bit of multiplayer, and a couple of sneak peeks at zombies. I think that they're going to be releasing 15 minutes of gameplay though after the events.
One of the ones that really,
I think like guys that went and got to play BO7 early will probably have the gameplay that Treyarch supplied for them on the channel.
On a fantasy world that I hadn't seen before, and it was beautiful, but also
Don't have any weapons, but you're down to hop on. Let me know if you need an extra. I've been grinding the LC10 should have it ranked up tonight. Let's go. But I'm down to play. I won't be around the night. What's today? Tuesday? Josie goes out of town tomorrow for up until like Sunday, I think. So I might have some time this closer to the weekend. I'm down to run it.
Lee, thank you so much for joining us here in the pre-show. When will people be able to?
Blaine, you're
play
gonna think
Keeper?
everyone's hacking. That's the only problem, though. You're, like everyone's.
We can't wait for people to get in there and
It'd be one
experience
game
our
of like high blood pressure, and then it'd be
beautiful
off.
world for themselves.
Thanks so much.
Did I not get to go to Treyarch, Josh? No, unfortunately not. I'm not cool enough, man.
And if you
Hey,
thought
I'm
this
not one of the
pre-show
boys.
Couldn't get any more masculine.
It's okay.
Watch this.
Smiling through the pain. I'm really fucking kind of pissed off. Pissed off is the right word, but definitely a little bit down. Just a little bit down about it, but it's okay. Don't worry. Maybe next year, right, boys? What's up, Zambi? How are you? Let's get Richtofen too. Fenta Soda, Kevin Drew, Soldier Fenton, Transit Cornfield. Yeah, Kevin Drew's actually a side character on the Transit remaster, slinging drugs out of the cornfield. Okay, so I think it said okay, yeah, it says now it's in my library. So so what we get with this is obviously the game for Battle.net, open beta access, the Reznov challenge pack for BO6, Black Cell in season 1, the operator collection of 10 books. This is a good ass screenshot, I'm not gonna lie. all the Mastercrafts, Gobblegums. So the Gobblegum they're teasing here is there's like 8 different ultras, but there's also Perkaholic. So I'm assuming that it's going to be Gobblegum carry forward. I almost want to confirm that, but I don't want to get people in trouble. You also get a permanent unlock token. Okay, cool. So nice. I can actually unlock a weapon or a perk at the beginning of launch. Hell yeah. All right, we'll check out the Ravenoff pack. Jesus Christ, Reznov pack in a little bit. Is there anything that makes it seem like this game is going to be better than BO6? Yeah, I think it's going to be like the MW3, how MW2 was, where MW3 was like leaps and bounds better than MW2. That's personal opinion, but that's just kind of where I'm at with the situation. That's kind of where I'm at with the situation, if I'm being straight up. Gonna be honest. Where was the Gobblegum reveal? If you look at the special edition of the game, like on BattleNet, I guess I can pull it up here. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Give me a second. Let me pull up the shop, and then I'll put it on screen. So, is there a display capture here? Hold on, what the hell's going on with the screen? Is it supposed to be white like this? Oh no, I see, I clicked away. I clicked away. All right, yeah, it's like clicking. All right, hold on. I'll just do a quick display cap then, right quick. All right, you guys can see here. This is what you get. So if you buy the regular game, you get the challenge pack for BO6 here. We also get access to the early beta as well as the game itself. If you do, in fact, buy the special edition, you get the sorry, Black Cell Season 1, of course. You get the Operator Collection. So these are the 4 operators you'll get for pre-ordering the game. Another look at Ted. You get the Reaper over here, and then these guys, which are okay. The Mastercraft collections. These are the 5 Mastercrafts you'll get this year. Moving into next year's game, you can see this one is probably based on Transit, as you got like the license plate back there. So this one might be your more like zombies inspired Mastercraft, probably the Peacekeeper too. The knife just seems to be whatever. And then the Ultra Gobblegum, this is what I was talking about right here. This, in my opinion, completely confirms carry forward for Gums. I don't want to go out on a limb and say 100%. It's going to be what it is, but that's what I'm going to bet my money on, is that's basically confirming that at least those will carry over. I don't think that they would do that, to be honest, where they just don't need to do it. And they have a permanent unlock token for next year too, which is nice. Let me get rid of the display capture here. Where's the MCC operator pre-order incentive? Dude, I think my guy would go so hard as an operator. I gotta be honest. I think it would be so sick. Gonna pre-order on the Epic Games Store? No way. At work, hiding in the break room to the reveal, can't look. No, you're good, Soda. Problem is there anything come out? Because, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've run into like 3 cheaters this year, and the entire time I've been playing ranked. I hit Crim 1. And 2 out of the 3 times I know for a fact somebody was cheating, I saw them banned by the anti-cheat mid-game. I know it's going to feel like everyone's cheating because everyone's really, really good at Warzone these days, but that's just my personal opinion. The 2 or 3 actual cheaters I ran into, 2 out of the 3 were banned in-game, and I saw it flash by the anti-cheat. But will you be able to use Reznov and zombies? Yeah, you absolutely will be. As soon as this is over, we'll go in the game and we'll take a look at the packs that you can get there. Is there a release date? I think it's the 14th of November is the release date for this game, Zambi. BO6 Black Cells have been so bad, all the guns should have tracers. I see. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't really like tracers at all. The more I get into like competitive Warzone and Resurgence, aside from like the Zeus bundle where it would like kind of blind the enemies, I don't like when the guns are like got a ton of shit going on. Now for zombies, it's a little bit different. I think it's fun, but I agree. I think season 4 had the best Black Cell incentives. I don't know, man. I don't know. Season 4 is probably good. Season 5, the Black Cell has been really bad. I didn't like this season, and they obviously didn't like it themselves either because they didn't really go for it too much. When will there be merch for the Perkaholics Anonymous podcast? Jeff and I have been talking about it, but we haven't. The thing is, guys, we're so locked into growing the podcast right now, and every episode is like getting better. Dude, the support on the podcast has been crazy. Like yesterday, our episode with Afterlife is already like the most viewed, most liked podcast episode so far, and before that it was the live stream that we did for the 10th episode. So like the podcast is growing really, really nicely. I can't thank you guys all enough for the support over there, but you know, right now, like we just want to keep making the podcast better before we start doing some stuff like you know, doing like merch or trying to sell you guys some shit. It would be fun. Like we're thinking about it. It'd be cool to do like maybe a poster or hoodie, something fun for the podcast going into BO6 or BO7. But yeah, I'm not. We love the support, but we're not like too pressed on that right now. We're kind of just working on making the pod better every single day. But it's coming. Don't worry. No, it's coming. It's coming. Can't lie. Don't think you've seen any cheaters in your lack of experience on ranked. Let's go. Don't want to hear you say I haven't run into them. Every time you say that, you get on a couple matches late. I think that honestly, dude, like I'm not trying to slander. I feel like a lot of times he's cheating excuse is now turning into like back in the day when it was like he's lagging. Because don't get me wrong, I'm the same way too. I'll be like, dude, he's cheating, and then I watch the kill cam and I'm like, I don't know, I think I just got slammed. But back in the day, it used to be, man, you know, the Wi-Fi, the Ethernet. I feel like it's so easy to just say it's cheating nowadays. But trust me, I have had situations where I'm literally like, that guy is cheating, and then I'll report him and he'll immediately get banned by the anti-cheat. A few times though. It's a witch hunt. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying. Now, I mean, like, maybe not like aimbot, but I don't know. Hope they remove broken score streaks like Chopper and Mutant in BO7. I like the idea. I like the idea of mutants. I think that they just should have had like different, like every map should have been a different mutant injection. So like Terminus, you should have become an amalgam. Liberty Falls, you should have became the Mangler, the Abomination. You should have been able to become a Doppelgast on Citadel. I think that would have been a good way to do it, to make it seem a little bit less crazy. But the cheating problem isn't as bad as it in ranked as it used to be. But trust me, when it was bad, it was comically bad. Oh, dude, no, no, seriously. Like especially in the multiplayer ranked at the beginning of the year, it was really, really bad. And even in regular Warzone, it was bad. But as of late, I don't think I've really seen too many, if any, in the last good bit of time. Let's go, Jeff. I feel like we're locked in. I think we're locked in, man. I think we're locked in. Every time we've lost, it's because of shit rotations, positioning. I know I'm trash. I think part of why I don't win a lot of games, I get good placement, but I never really win games, is because like the Storm is so unpredictable, man. The Storm is what really ruins a lot of my Warzone games. It's just like towards the end, I just get slammed because I don't have somebody else is like on top of the roof, and I have to rotate off out of the bottom of the prison, and that's what gets me killed. But like placement's not as, the thing about rank nowadays is not like, yeah, you want kills to get max SR and stuff, but it's really about finishing top like 3 is the goal nowadays. Sammy, do we only talk about modern zombie stuff in the pod? At the current moment, yeah, just because we're in like a modern time, I guess. But like Jeff and I have already talked about potentially doing stuff like doing an Easter egg on the podcast, like doing the episode while doing an Easter egg, you know, and like I don't have official confirmation of this yet, but next year at this time, I might be moving with Josie near Jeff. So like very close to Jeff. So the podcast will be evolving one way or another for sure, but it might become like in studio, quote unquote studio, it'd probably just be like a corner of my setup, but in real life setup podcast potentially coming within the next year, which Black Ops 7 will still be out. And then after that, when we move forward, obviously Like we'll be looking into do some other good stuff too. So yeah, man, I'm excited for it. With like, not only is it a really good opportunity for our podcast to grow and continue to evolve that way, but at the same time, I gotta be honest, man. I think it'd be so sick to be close to Jeff again. We went to high school together, and we were buddies all throughout high school. And then obviously we went different ways in college, and he moved away. But yeah, it was never on my radar to move where Jeff lives until it conveniently lines up with what Josie's doing and now what I'm doing. So it'd be really cool to be able to move close to him from a perspective like we could work out together every day, or we actually get to see each other in person more than a couple times a year. But yeah, but then obviously with the podcast, like being able to just like, I'm 10-15 minutes away, it comes over, we do the podcast in person. It would save me a lot of editing. It would allow us to do other stuff like stream, and stuff like that. So we'll see what happens, bro. But it'll be a lot of fun. All you need to do is have the mute injection work like it does in the Reckoning. I completely agree. Like it's there, but then you can get knocked out of it. I completely agree, Donuts. I think they've done a really good job of changing how the strategies are played. Because, and again, like Donuts, we always talk about that goalpost, we talk about the goalpost moving all the time, Donuts. One day it's, I want them to get rid of the, mute injection and the score streak spam, da-da-da-da-da, right? But then the next day it's, well, they did that, but now I want them to get rid of, I don't want them to be sitting in a corner. So it's like, dude, it just completely like they completely changed basically how you play the game at the midway point when they hit the tomb, right? Because the first 3 maps were definitely mutant injection is your friend, score streaks are your friends. But from the tomb on, it's been more effective to just use a field upgrade and use the wonder weapon and play that way than it has to just, do your thing. So yes, here we out, but zombies ranked. Yes, dude. Grief ranked is what they needed to have this year if they wanted Grief to actually last a full season. I think that ranked Grief is the future of competitive zombies, and the only way that they could actually have a legit ranked mode be a possible thing. But yeah, Lane, I will give you that though. Lane. Definitely, the lobbies are very sweaty. The past few days, because I finished Crim 1 in season 4, it's all been like top 250. So. Yeah, not great. Not great there. More live episodes for the pod? Absolutely, guys. We'll be doing more live episodes for the pod. I think one of the things that I would really want to do is be able to set up a way that like Jeff we could both be streaming our gameplay, or both be streaming like our, at least like the webcams like we normally do, but then have gameplay in the background and be trying to do like, beating all DLC 4 Easter eggs, or beating all Easter, something like that. So I'd say, like, that's where we're going to try and take it. But live pods, absolutely. The only thing with the live pods, they don't technically get, like, long... Like, if there's live pods, the comments are bad because they're all live chat. It's not really necessarily, like, actual comments. But it's fine either way. We're vibing either way. We're going to continue to experiment. Did Milo play BO7 Zombies? Yes, Milo played BO7 Zombies. Best strats, the ones with the Wonder Weapons. Completely agree, Caps. Let's go. Shorbs coming in with a 2-ball. Is Reckoning a top 10 map? And why is the answer yes? You're gonna get a lot of flack for saying something like that, Shorbs. I tend to lean towards maybe. I know that the storyline is not the best, but I love the gameplay of the Reckoning. I'm feeding for it. Like, I have to work on content for Thursday with Mr. Peaks and the Etherblade and all that good stuff, and some other things I got planned coming up here. But like, I just want to boot up Reckoning and play, and I haven't had time to do that yet because everything's been so content heavy the past few weeks. But yeah, man, didn't get a chance to play Grief. I think Grief is just everyone spamming melee weapons. Not anymore, man. Not anymore. They completely took that out of the way. No more melee spamming Grief, unfortunately, because that was the wave. That was
Your
the meta.
service to the
Let's go.
overlords is
Let's go, guys.
appreciated.
All right, we are now officially 1 minute away, so it's time to lock in here. Is this a new Sonic game? Let's go. I don't think this is, I mean, that's obviously Pac-Man. Grief's pretty fun at the moment. Grief has seen better days, in my opinion, but I also think that, to be honest, they've completely, like, they tried to cater to both sides of the coin with the casual. All they needed was, like, playlist queuing and private matches, and I think it would have done a lot better. but they tried to cater their gameplay updates to both sides, and what they've done is, I think, cater a little bit more to the side of people that really just want it to be like a fun side mode that you can hop on and take a break from zombies for, and really eliminated the hardcore aspect of it, or the hardcore players, and then in turn those people that were treating it as a casual mode treat it like a casual mode, so the numbers are down. Very hard to fill with a full match of 4 people on either side.
Left, Resident Evil Requiem,
But we should be good.
Even more, apparently.
I'm gonna refresh the page here. Damn it, dude. I said fucking it's time as I go to refresh.
Baker killed my son.
All right, I'll start recording too, because why the hell not? Get ready to be blown away, guys. Can we all pray in chat? We need BO7 to be offline. Your prayers have unfortunately not been answered.
Your host, the creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Yeah, Jeff. Talk to me, Jeff.
You guys ready?
Not a real loud crowd pop there.
Guten Abend. Welcome to Gamescom. Wie geht das Deutsch? All right. This is opening night live. Hello, everybody, and this is the kickoff.
It's 2 p.m. for me,
bud. The biggest games festival in the world, right here in Cologne, Germany. We've got over 5,000 fans in the hall here at Cologne Messe tonight. Welcome, everybody.
Woo!
By the end of the week,
Zombies.
more than 300,000 people will walk the show floor, which for the first time has more than 1,500 exhibitors. It turns out that E3 didn't die, it just moved right here to Germany.
I want E3 back, bud.
There are millions more watching live around the world.
Das boot is so fucked
we're all
up.
connected tonight as one global community.
The worst
to celebrate
attempt.
the art, creativity,
You guys think
and
he's taking
joy
a
of
shot
games.
before this?
From the
He
boldest
kind of looks,
indies
dude. He
to
looks
the
kind of
biggest
stoned.
blockbusters. Today,
Look at his
the
eyes.
game
He look,
industry
dude. They're
has
like
never been
beat
more
red.
dynamic. Clever ideas from small teams are breaking through in huge ways. This summer, Peak, a co-op climbing game created by Aggro Crab and Landfall Games,
Boo.
stormed the
Boo,
charts
we don't
on
care.
Steam. And
No
right
offense to
now,
these
I
other
can announce
games,
for the
but like
first time it has
we're just here
sold
for COD,
over
specifically
10 million
zombies.
copies to date. Congratulations to the team. And there's also other
Dude's
fun
glazed,
ones, like
edible
you guys
kicking
probably
in,
played
definitely
Date
pre-gamed.
Everything, a wild
Dude's
game
half in the
where you can
bag.
romance a treadmill or a curtain.
Dude,
It's on
look at
Steam
it. I'm
right
telling
now.
you,
Check
this
it
guy
out.
is
It's sold
fried.
An estimated 500,000 copies. And all these successes prove something important. Small teams with big ideas can change the industry. And that brings us to one game made by a handful of developers
What's up, Jose? How are you?
in Australia. For 6 years,
COD is
Team
like the last
Cherry
game
has
they'll
been
show off in like an
crafting
hour, you
Hollow
bet.
Knight
I'm pretty sure they said it was like
is
right at
highly
1. I think this might be the
anticipated
opening.
and Steam's most wish-listed game. Well, tonight, I can finally.
I'm gonna sit back and wait for COD. I'm gonna chill with you guys here. Let me just sit back in the chair.
Actually
Brought
launching
the Funko head for
this
too long.
year.
He knows the Funko head side
And
Easter egg
behind
zone.
me, you're seeing some brand new Silk Song
Did that get deleted?
gameplay, the first extended look since the last trailer in 2022. And starting tomorrow, you guys here at Gamescom can play a demo at the Nintendo and Xbox booths. There
Yeah.
you go. Silk Song is real.
Yeah. Let's go.
And
That
on Thursday,
whoever
Team
was in
Cherry's gonna be
charge
sharing
of
some
the
news
marketing
as
for
part of a
that did
YouTube
not
premiere
get
on
the
their
best
channel,
clips.
So make sure to check that out. Tonight, we'll give you a first look at this holiday's biggest games, like Call of Duty Black Ops 7 and Ghost of Yotei, plus major news on Prime Video's Fallout Season 2 arriving in December. And later, we'll have a special performance of the music of Claire Obscure Expedition 33, one of this year's most celebrated games developed right here
All right,
in
Jeff.
Europe. Plus, a brand new look at Resident
Skip ahead.
Evil Requiem from Capcom, and the world premiere of the opening cinematic from World of Warcraft Midnight from Blizzard. Now, as always,
The fans are getting
ONL is
restless, bro.
also
We're here
about
for COD.
surprises, and we do have multiple brand new AAA game announcements and reveals.
Battlefront
over the
3 or
next
else we
2 hours,
riot.
So stick around right until the
Guys,
end.
if Battlefront 3
This
got
is our
surprise
biggest
revealed
opening
today,
night
I think
live we've ever
it would be
done,
over.
so let's
It
not
wouldn't be.
waste
It would
another
be changing
second.
the name.
It all begins with this.
Is COD? Sounds like it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is COD.
It brings me such satisfaction to see you here. A witness to my work. You will know fear.
They want you afraid. Fear makes you easier to control.
Ooh.
It's time to wake up.
All right, come on. It looks good. Come on, guys. It looks good. Be honest. We saw this last night. I think this is part of the... Was that zombies?
Ignited global unrest on an unprecedented scale.
Menendez is a terrorist. We're bringing peace and security to the world.
Let's go, the Reapers.
Refuses to let me go.
Stop looking backwards, David. What matters is what we do next.
A lot of people counting on us for answers.
Inspector 1, report. Need a sit rep.
This isn't real.
Dude, this looks so good. Holy shit, let's go. Dude, the colors look amazing compared to what it's been this year. Hijacked? That's such a sick map too. Avalon.
Pull it together, man!
So eager to leave, David.
Killing the man is a hell of a lot easier than killing the idea.
You were never cut out to be a Mason.
No more games. This ends now.
That's crazy. Let's go.
Get the Reznov Challenge Pack when you pre-order now.
There's Ted. Ooh, boy, there it is, baby. Dead Ops? No way! They got Dead Ops 2. Oh, boys. Hold on.
How about that? Zombies,
Hold on.
of course, Dead Ops Arcade as well, and it looks like we also have an official date. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 releases on November 14th. Tell us
Yo,
more.
we got
Please
Dead
welcome
Ops. I saw
Miles
some
Lester from
transit in
Treyarch,
there too.
Natalie Pohorsky from Raven to Opening Night Live.
They were in Janus Towers. I saw that. I'm telling you guys, Transit / Liberty Falls. Dead Ops 2. Woo! 10 seconds? Don't worry. We'll be going back. We'll be going back and breaking it down. Don't you worry.
Guys, congratulations on the reveal. Welcome, Miles and Natalie to Opening Night Live.
Zombies might be back. Dude, zombies is not left. Let's be for real.
About this game.
Yeah, excited. Let's get into it.
All right, well, that trailer was obviously intense. Black Ops is back. Twisted world of Black Ops as always, and it looks like you're definitely pushing the envelope again.
Absolutely, Jeff. It's been a long road, and we're thrilled to finally be sharing what we've been building. Black Ops 7's got a bold vision of the future. We're diving into 2035, and it's a future that feels real, just out of reach, but it's twisted in only the ways Black Ops could. And, you know, you come to expect what you got there. It's a world
I feel like that's all the zombies we're getting. They'll probably touch on it a little bit more here from a gameplay perspective, though. I'm sure after this is done, they'll release gameplay and the creators will release gameplay. They got to play.
How does this all fit into the Black Ops timeline?
Yeah, so we're pulling threads from Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 6, but don't worry, don't get it twisted. This is a beast of its own, Black Ops 7. We're stepping into a world spiraling from the return of Raul Menendez and the consequences.
You just tell the gameplay is going to be the same as BO6.
Well, I'm curious who the protagonist is. So you can tell us who's
pretty close to
stepping into
that.
the light in this game.
Yeah, David Mason returns, but he is not the same. He's carrying deep scars. Some you can see, some you can't. And he's got a new team with him, and every mission, every move is a test.
Now, what makes the story stand apart? Yeah.
We're also introducing the Guild.
Yes.
Important to mention, a global tech force that claims to be humanity's last line of defense against this mysterious threat. And their CEO, Emma Kagan, is a visionary leader with a clear mission, but how she chooses to confront this crisis is often at odds with David and his team. So it's not a battle of good versus evil, it's a clash of philosophies. What kind of future are we building, and who gets to decide?
All right, so some deep thoughts there. So yeah, tell us about how does this story stand apart this time?
It's the characters.
Okay.
So the story is about identity, memory, and consequence. And we've crafted this cast like pieces of a puzzle. So each one has a reason to be there, and each one brings something unique to the table. And we've also got our central city of Avalon, which is more than just a backdrop. It's a living, breathing space that evolves with the player. And it's also where our story roots take hold.
All right, well, one thing we want to talk about is gameplay, and I understand you're doing a co-op campaign for this one?
That's right. From the start, we wanted to make a bold change with the campaign. Black Ops 7 can be played solo or up to 4 players. It's a shared experience, and every mission has been handcrafted for variety. Tone, pacing, gameplay location. You're going to be running on the rooftops of Japan, exploring the Mediterranean coast, and then diving deep into the human psyche. All of it has been crafted to really add clues to the story and offer their own gameplay focus.
Wow, so wild story, co-op campaign, you are definitely pushing boundaries this time.
Yes, we are. Black Ops 7 is all about innovation across the entire game, and not just in gameplay, but in how we tell stories, how we connect players, and how we build worlds. And this is just the beginning. There's more to come at Call of Duty Next, including multiplayer and zombies. But for now, we hope you guys are excited to step into something new and experience something truly unforgettable.
Amazing. All right, Call of Duty Black Ops 7, thanks so much, guys. And now, here's a behind-the-scenes look from the rest of the Call of Duty development team. Thanks, guys.
All right, here we go.
Black Ops 7 brings an all-new way to play the Call of Duty campaign. This time, you're not going in alone. You have the option this year to play solo or up to 4-player co-op start to finish. You can bring your friends, you can make some new ones, and there's a whole bunch of adventure even after the story.
For solo players, we really make sure that they can engage in the campaign the way they want to and feel like they're truly playing a Black Ops story.
What's going to be fun is having each player in the squad gravitate towards their own play style.
I was talking about campaign.
Each other. We've crafted this as an inherently social mode that features the amazing linear Call of Duty missions that our community loves.
Mission variety is at the core of the Black Ops 7 campaign. The pacing shifts between high-intensity combat, stealth-driven objectives, and deeply psychological sequences that challenge your perception of reality. Avalon serves as the narrative's anchor throughout, but the campaign stretches far beyond its borders, both geographically and thematically.
It's dynamic and full of opportunities to explore, experiment, and experience the story in new ways.
And in the culmination of the co-op campaign, we're unleashing something bold, the end game. It's a proving ground to put everything you've mastered throughout the campaign to the test. The end game is a brand new PvE social experience where you and your squad will need to survive overwhelming odds, adapt under pressure, and break the rules of what you thought a campaign could be. Each run is a new step in your power journey as you wield personalized abilities and face unexpected challenges. And here, all of Avalon opens up.
It gives us a lot of freedom to have some fun with the gameplay mechanics, player movement. Players really can turn the map into their playground.
This is your chance to explore the world beyond the mission.
That's just a quick look at what's to come with the campaign. Every mode of this game is built with the intention to deliver the best possible experience to our players. So whether you're a Call of Duty veteran or new blood, there's something for you in Black Ops 7.
All right, for much more on Call of Duty Black Ops 7, make sure to watch the full-length Black Ops 7 Direct and tune into Call of Duty Next on September 30th. Still to come, we'll have news on
September
Fallout
30th
Season 2
is so
and the
late.
announcement of a brand new game from adventure game
That's
legend
crazy.
Ron Gilbert. I grew up playing his games. I can't wait to show you his next unexpected creation. little bit later. All right, who's ready for our first brand new game announcement of the night?
Wow. Okay. Well, that was cool. We're gonna have to go back and look at their channel because they probably have some sort of like something up here. Let me get on Twitter. I'm sure they have like that full trailer again somewhere else that we can look at or download. Oh, here we go. Now the YouTubers are starting to post stuff here. Pizza's got exclusive gameplay from BO7 and his trip. Let's see what this is about here. I'm sure everybody. Let me see. Look at COD's channel. They just reposted the reveal trailer. Pizza's got, let's watch this from Pizza.
Back to a brand new video today here on Codename Pizza, and yes, the title of the video is correct. I have played Black Ops 7 Zombies. Last week I flew to California to go and visit Treyarch, and that's where I got to play the brand new iteration of the Call of Duty franchise, Call of Duty Black Ops 7. I got to play multiplayer, I got to play zombies, and in this video I'm going to be breaking down everything that we are currently allowed to tell you about the game. What I mean by that is when we go to Treyarch, we get placed inside of a theater style room where we have a massive presentation. We got spoken to about the game and all its features for around an hour and 30 minutes, and then after that we went to go and play the game. In this video I am only allowed to tell you about the stuff we got told in the theater. There'll be a brand new video at the start of September where we can talk about everything in game that we got to experience. But with all that aside, I still have a massive amount of stuff to tell you about Black Ops 7 Zombies, so sit back, relax, and here we go. Let's talk about the brand new iteration of zombies that we're going to be playing for the next year come November. And also make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, actually do subscribe. Let's see if we can try and push for 1 million this year. So at the end of Black Ops 6 Zombies, in the ending cutscene to Reckoning, we saw that our main Black Ops 6 Zombies crew, Maya, Great, Carver, and Weaver, got swept into the dark ether. Treyarch said at this event that means that going into Black Ops 7, we're actually going to be going to some of the coolest places that we've ever experienced inside of Zombies. And they also said that we're going to be experiencing things in Black Ops 7 Zombies that we've never experienced before. Now let me tell you before we go any further that Gobblegums are 100% confirmed inside of Black Ops 7 Zombies. And even better news for everyone that loves Black Ops 6, all of our current Gobblegums in Black Ops 6 are going to be carried over to Black Ops.
Wait, BO7 Direct is live? All right, let's hold on.
We're bringing something new to the table.
Oh, it's about to happen.
I think they're in for a nice surprise, yeah.
We're excited to finally talk about our brand new game, launching this year, Black Ops 7. This is a story we've been building for years, designed from the start to deepen the Black Ops universe. We're picking up the thread in 2035, a world shaped by the consequences of choices made long before. It's a future forged by fear.
We're always looking for new ways to one-up ourselves and push beyond what we've achieved before. And Black Ops 7 gives us the opportunity to take valuable player feedback and infuse it directly into our development to make this the best Black Ops experience.
You'll be able to squad up with friends or play solo in a fresh and innovative co-op campaign. Jump into a 2035 multiplayer experience loaded with brand new maps. And yes, the next chapter of Zombies, set entirely in the Dark Ether. First, let's dive into our campaign.
From the start, our goal was to tell a story that could stand on
All
its
right,
own.
I'm gonna skip ahead to the zombies because we already saw so much about the campaign.
Against the emerging threat. But her philosophy on how to
Opponents across the game, including wall jump for new traversal capabilities.
Oh,
we've also
never mind. Hold on, let's start here. I'm actually pretty interested in this.
Exciting tech and improvements that we're bringing to weapons this project.
We'll have 30 new weapons available at launch, including 16 that players are seeing for the very first time in Call of Duty. It's always about finding the right balance of something brand new as well as delving into some of our past experiences. So we're always looking at other Black Ops games and trying to pick out little nuggets, weapons that people have really loved and maybe haven't seen in a long time, as well as some of those that keep coming back, but they're better than ever. We want to make sure that they're all over the map in terms of the classes that they belong to, as well as some of their gameplay mechanics.
With the game taking place 10 years after Black Ops 2, we've unleashed the team's creativity to deliver exciting new perks, attachments, equipment, field upgrades, and of course, a huge selection of score streaks to play with. With our new arsenal of gadgets, we're introducing a system we call overclocks, allowing players to progress and unlock increased capabilities for equipment, field upgrades, and score streaks. The overclock system puts even more agency and power into the hands of our players, allowing more customization of your gameplay experience than ever before. We're also expanding Omni movement to include new ways to outmaneuver and outstyle your opponents across the game, including wall jump for new traversal capabilities. We've also taken a close look at feedback and have made tuning adjustments across the board for a more controlled
Okay, they also have a
including the removal of tactical sprint.
All right, we're gonna watch this, and then they just released a whole blog post too.
Now let's talk about how we're upping the
objectives.
All the new ways you'll be rewarded through our global systems.
For the first time ever in a Call of Duty
this year.
And a bunch of other stuff you'll just have to discover for yourself.
We're pulling out all the stops with round-based zombies this year. After the events of Black Ops 6, our crew is now trapped in the Dark Ether. This is a whole new universe to explore in zombies, where the team's creativity can absolutely run wild. Our crew is essentially in prison here, and they'll need to fight to discover a way to escape this reality. As if that wasn't enough, they've just come face to face with an alternate incarnation of our original crew, Richtofen, Takio, Nikolai, and Dempsey, with no idea who they are or why they're here. We're delivering a truly massive round-based map at launch.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, what? Hold on.
Yeah, who they are or why they're here. We're delivering a truly massive round-based map at launch, packed with new features, as well as the return of survival maps for the first time since Black Ops 2.
Okay.
It's going to be one hell of a ride, and you won't have to wait long to see more. Our official Zombies reveal is only weeks away. Until then, we'll leave you with this.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Until then, we'll leave you with this. On behalf of all the studio teams working to
come
bring
on,
Black
hold
Ops
on,
7 to
wait,
life,
what?
Thank you for being part of this journey.
Dude.
All the
Now, what is it? What is this? What is this? Dude, come on, what is this?
Thank you from P and Zombies Worldwide deals and more coming in the next. I'd call it your favorite.
That's it, dude. There's no, it's not, I can't, there's nothing left. It was literally just a 2-second snippet of the intro cutscene. There's nothing there.
When you
Bruh.
MP and part of half of all the studio teams working to bring Black Ops 7.
All right, hello, Todd. All right. Well, there's also a other There's also a blog post that they tweeted, so we're gonna take a look at that really quickly. Hold on. Let me get this booted up here. I gotta pull this shit up. Hold on. All right, here we go. This is what we're looking for. Zombies here. When crews collide. All right. So we've got round-based zombies returns with an all-new vehicle gameplay that takes players across a massive set of locations. All right, so we got like transit. Continuing the Dark Ether story, okay, I think he pretty much just read that in the entire thing. In a never-seen-before incarnation, these legends return to face a new kind of nightmare, although in the Dark Ether, nothing is ever what it seems. A fight for survival. Survival maps will return for the first time since BO2. I'm sure they'll touch on it more here, but I think there might be like 6 survival maps. And Dead Ops 4, of course. This looks like crew mix and matching here. The bus is definitely behind them. In Treyarch's legendary round-based zombies mode, the nightmares begins where reality ends. Following the shocking revelations at the conclusion of Black Ops 6, the crew now appears to be trapped in the Dark Ether, the imprisonment in a Bermuda Triangle-like hellscape, where the fog never lifts, the shadow breathes, and the dead don't rest. Has given Treyarch Zombies developers freedom to explore across. Okay, so it sounds like because they're in the Dark Ether now, they can start doing these crazy maps that aren't really tied to like the actual campaign or anything like that. So the maps supposedly sound like they're going to be a lot crazier nowadays. With Weaver, Maya, Carver, and Gray damned to exist in this new nightmarish purgatory, their world is rocked still further. Mind-bending realities collide as they come face-to-face with an alternate incarnation of the original Zombies crew. From the darkness, familiar faces. Yeah, we got that. While new allegiances may or may not be formed, okay, so they probably won't like Richtofen, obviously. These legends return alongside the crew from Black Ops 6 to face a new kind of nightmare, though in the Dark Ether, nothing is as ever seems. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Here is another shot of town. We're going to take a quick look at this. We got the barn back here, the Gobblegum machine over in this direction with the OG crew fighting it up. Definitely pretty interesting there. Another shot here of vehicles. This looks like... Okay, this is real, dude. This is going to be a really big map, dude. Let's see here. Explore a vast and fur landscape and visit a series of eerie and forgotten locations offering a multitude of threats, secrets, and storylines with horror around almost every corner. Face down the undead hordes, unearth secrets, and dig into the shadows of a forgotten world. As you travel through this haunted hellscape, the roads between locations can be dangerous and unforgiving. Fortunately, there's a 5th member of the crew to rely on all of your transportation needs. Players with previous experience using transportation in their travels should be pleased to learn Black Ops 7's launch will allow to well-weathered, fully drivable wonder vehicle to forge a path into the unknown. I don't think this is going to be the wonder vehicle, to be honest with you. I have a feeling that you're going to have like the regular bus, the transit bus, but then you're also probably going to be able to use the blood burner. So that's cool. Here's another shot of the new Dead Ops mode. Is this the Guardian? Okay, so you got the Guardian from Citadel in there too. That's pretty cool. Survival modes are coming back for the first time since BO2, delivering a focused, unfiltered, round-based zombies experience at individual locations throughout the launch. There are no quests other than that you and your squad are surviving against the relentless undead for as long as you can. So that'll be cool. If there's no carry forward for maps that literally just is this big transit map and the survival maps, those will be really nice, like camo grinding and level grinding maps, which is pretty cool. Core movement changes. Also make an appearance in Black Ops 7 Zombies with Omni movement innovations and combat roll present. Ooh. You can roll too? That's kind of insane. As well as disappearance. This tactical sprint has also been removed. Let's go, dude. So there's no tac sprint in zombies. That's actually pretty solid. And then, of course, we have Dead Ops 4, which is nice. And then they said the zombies reveal is only a couple weeks away. So it should be pretty soon here. We're going to start seeing the different, like, intro cutscenes and stuff. Global systems and progression. Okay, the most player. Okay, all this stuff. Nice. All right, yeah, that's that looks like all we're gonna get for zombies. Everything else is pretty crazy here. There is weapon prestige too. That's actually fucking crazy. Hold on. Dude, yeah, okay. There's weapon prestige, which is insane. That's gonna be wild. That's gonna be probably so easy to do in zombies. Not easy to do in zombies, but fun. Okay, here we go. Carry forward. This is what we're looking for here. This is what I've been really interested for a while here. Carry forward is a system that allows select content like weapons, operators, and cosmetic items to carry forward from previous Call of Duty titles, transfer to the next. Carry forward confirmed. Black Ops 7 will feature the ability to utilize a wide variety of content from BO6. This mostly begins a few weeks after launch at the start of Season 1, prior to more in-depth comms on the subject. Here's what to expect. XP tokens and gobblegums will carry forward in Black Ops 7. Thank God that we get gobblegum carry forward. That's pretty sick. Equipment and score streaks skins for content available in BO7 will not carry forward. Equipment and score streak skins content. Okay, Black Ops 6 weapon camos will not be transferable in Black Ops 7 weapons, but still usable in the BO6 weapons. I kind of wish that you could... I don't know if I like that. I think you should be able to carry forward camos moving forward, but it's fine. Warzone integration will also begin at Season 1. They better have this shit fucking locked and loaded, dude, because it was really, really good last year until Season 1 when they introduced Warzone, and there were a lot of bugs and shit that kind of went down the tube. So we've got open beta October 2nd through the 5th. That's like directly after COD Next. So it sounds like COD Next is at the end of next month, which will be cool. Early beta, open beta, pre-order, all that good stuff. Nice. Here's the latest intel for the pre-order bonuses over here. Actually, that was just still in the same blog post, I think. I wonder if they give us any detail. Personal. Oh, here we go. Ted. Nice little breakdown here on him. Once a seemingly benign transit operator embedded in an automated bus system, Ted is first encountered fraying survivors through the iterated wilds of the Pacific Northwest, or scorched highways and undead infested outposts. Okay, nice. Prolonged exposure to elemental or environmental hazards and isolation triggered severe personality drift, resulting in erratic speech patterns and spontaneous aggressions. Nice. Any boarding procedure. Nice. Okay. I wonder if like you'll be able to play as this operator for Ted, but then in game Ted will follow you around like this. So that's pretty sick. That's pretty sick for Ted. Here we go. How to claim Gobblegums Ultra Vault Edition benefit. Nice. Here are the weapons. So we've got the Flatline Mark II. Nice. The Breacher, the Peacekeeper. I think we learned all that a little bit ago. Will the Gold Lightning work in BO7? I probably won't be animated, but it'll work for sure. Poor Ted. Dude, there's just so much information right now that it's almost like really tough to get all this stuff even like mentally just conceptualized. Dude, yeah, this is definitely, man, there's so much info dumping right now that it's crazy. Treyarch is reportedly interested in adding more mid/end game cutscenes from BO7 and expanding on it. Nice. Intros will be made for every single map in BO7. There'll be CGI as well. That's good. That's good to hear. It seems like there's, I mean, they're talking about how they're going to be doing like a zombies reveal here in a couple of weeks, so we'll obviously be on the lookout for that. I just don't know if there's going to be perk carry forward or anything like that. Responding with a pistol, probably not. If I had to guess, I'd say still no. Gobblegums, at least for sure, are carrying forward. Farm survival is technically going to be a thing, yeah. Secrets will be scattered around the foggy roads and BO7. Yeah, we know that. We know that. Survival maps will have everything you need for high rounds. So I'm assuming like Wonder Weapon, box, perks, Pack-a-Punch, Arsenal Station, all that good stuff. It's pretty crazy. So I mean, there's gonna be a lot of content. I'm assuming if there's 6 big POIs for the new map, there's gonna be six maps, basically. 7. So it's Transit 2.0 huge map, and then there will be like smaller survival maps based on the POIs. Now, if it's one for every POI, we're looking at 7 maps. I don't want to go out on a limb and say that for sure, but John just tweeted, Black Ops 7 features an inspired version of the transit bus known as a Wonder Vehicle, a vehicle you drive yourself. It seems upgradable with 3 abomination mouths on the hood and has a Wonder Wop DG2 mounted at the top for a turret. "30 weapons at launch, 16 of them are new." The HUD looks good. The HUD looks like it's BO2, BO3 era, which is nice. Everyone's saying Dalek video. All right, let's pull it up.
Both boss fights.
You've earned this, so hold.
Yuck.
Diving into the first official details of Black Ops 7 Zombies and its gameplay. It's fresh off the main Black Ops 7 reveal. Last week, I was invited to Treyarch Studios to not only see, but play Black Ops 7 Zombies. I have all the exclusive intel you need on gameplay details, maps, characters, and so much more. So let's jump straight into the details, but to make sure you don't miss a single Zombies video in the future, consider subscribing. I flew 20 hours just to get you this information. Jumping straight into things, we know that at the end of the Black Ops 6 Zombies map Reckoning, we got swept into the Dark Ether with our Black Ops 6 crew. What it means for Treyarch and the locations that we can go this year is that we're apparently going to go to some of the coolest locations we've ever been to in Zombies. Experience things we have never experienced before. One of the 3 big talking points for Zombies today is the new version of the original crew. In the Reckoning ending, it was revealed we are now face to face with a new version of our iconic crew from the foundation of Zombies itself. Treyarch want to make explicitly clear that this is a 3rd iteration of these characters, and that the versions we're seeing of Richtofen, Takeo, Nikolai, and Dempsey is a 3rd iteration of this crew. Everything that happened before with these characters still happen, and everything is still completely canon. Their stories have been told, but we are now in the Dark Ether timeline, and this is the Dark Ether original crew. And on purpose, Treyarch is not actually going to tell us much about them to start with, but they do mention that we know a lot about the Black Ops 6 crew at this point, and they are going to act as their window and a connection point to learn more about this iteration of these characters. Questions like why are they important and why are they in here with us is a question that's going to be answered throughout the year. And whilst details are scarce, we do have one screenshot that shows our 4 new characters where we get new details. The most intriguing detail is the fact that Richtofen is wearing a Group 935 patch on his left arm, which up until this point, Group 935 has not been referenced whatsoever in the Dark Ether story. Another detail to point out on Richtofen's jacket is this medal right here, which is the Iron Cross. If it wasn't already obvious based on his cap and outfit, it seems this version of Richtofen is part of the German military. This medal was usually awarded for bravery and service in combat, regardless of your rank. Higher grades of the cross, like the Knight's Cross and Grand Cross, were awarded for exceptional acts of bravery and leadership. There is clearly a rich backstory to this version of Richtofen and his involvement in the German army, directly tied to World War II, but we're just going to have to see exactly how. We also get new details here on Tank Dempsey, where we can see he has a really cool arm sleeve tattoo on his left and right arms, which you previously didn't have. You can see a much clearer look at the emblem on Takeo's chest, which seems to resemble some sort of dragon. Nikolai just looks a lot like Primus Nikolai here, but all 4 of them have a very strange eye color, which doesn't seem to be natural. You can also see in their faces that they are quite veiny, like there's a lot of purple veins which seem visible. possible. It could be due to their excessive amount of time in the Dark Ether. We'll just have to wait and see. What is really cool is there is now 8 dedicated zombies operating. All characters will interact with each other way to Ultimus. The next big talking point is on the zombies map itself. Black Ops 7 is going to launch with one zombies map, but it is the biggest round-based map ever. For Treyarch, it's not just about size of map that is important, but it's the intent on what you do with that space. And with Black Ops 7 as a whole, they've expressed that it's very much a sequel to Black Ops 2. It doesn't quite work that way for zombies for the Dark Ether storyline, but they absolutely looked at Transit from Black Ops 2 as an inspiration and an opportunity to take that experience and make a lot of cool things to take it to the next level. So it is heavily Transit inspired, but it isn't actually the Transit map remastered. In fact, sounds like a map like Revelations, but is then placed into a Transit-esque style layout. And to Treyarch, they can't think of a better map that really expresses the Dark Ether and the experiences we're going to be having this year than with this map. And they describe it as essentially a Bermuda Triangle, featuring unique locations out of various locations and time periods, each area having its own unique story, essentially meaning that every area of the map has been plucked from a different time period and is a completely unique location between each area. We were all presented this, and there was actually a map screen that showed the overall layout, and whilst I can't remember it picture accurate, here is an image on screen that depicts, to the best of my ability, what the overall map looked like. Map in total had 6 unique locations.
Okay, so if they're doing like the survival aspects where you have like the big map and then you can play on smaller survival maps, we're 100% gonna be getting like each individual one of these like numbered POIs as survival maps. So it sounds like we might be getting dead ass like 7 maps essentially. Like obviously it'll be one big map like Transit, but it'll be broken down into survival aspects much like Transit. 100% getting a Chronicles in 2026. Chances of Sonic Beast Chronicles too. A lot higher today than they were yesterday, I'll tell you that.
The only location that was explicitly shown to us was an area called Farm. From the one screenshot we've been given that shows the characters stood in the farm area, we can see that this is very heavily inspired by the farm from Transit. You have the left building, which looks very similar to on the balcony throughout the entire map. Then areas 2 and 3 were above and below each other, which both connected to area 4. View of the map seems that we'll be starting in area 1, which is on the far right of the map. Then areas 2 and 3 were above and below each other, which both connected to area 4, which is the main middle part of the map. Then we had area 5 up to the top left and area 6 to the bottom left. Whilst Farm was the only one visible to us, it seemed likely that one of the other areas was Diner. In another slide talking about progression in Black Ops 7, we could see a Diner themed calling card spotted, adding more credence to the fact that Diner is likely to be one of the other areas on this map. On top of just the 6 areas, there's also transition spaces, the roads in between each area, and those are going to have fog. But what's interesting about these is that they're going to be living outside the rules of round base. So when you're in these places, they're very deadly, and there's a pressure there where you don't want to be there for very long, and you're absolutely going to want to go through here because there's going to be secrets to discover along these roads, but they're not a place that you want to be for a very long time. Each road also is full of personality, with each path different and showcase.
I wonder if the in-between spaces are gonna be like the Storm from Warzone and MWZ, where like you want some sort of a mask to be able to stay in there longer. You see what I'm saying? Where like maybe there's like a helmet that you can get. It's not necessarily a gas mask, but it's like a helmet that'll let you sit in there for longer without having to regen. I mean,
there's different elements and time periods as well. With this all being Transit inspired, you of course would think of the bus, but the bus is not returning because instead we will be driving a vehicle known as a Wander vehicle. We got to see one screenshot.
All right, dude, that's like the worst news I've heard all day
Of this, and it is not a bus by any means. It seems to be more like a big 4x4, but was very heavily mad.
Like a PES? Yeah, I'm thinking like a PES, but maybe...
Bonnet featured 3 Abomination heads. It also had a mountable turret on the top of the roof, which was a Wonderwaffer DG2. Treyarch described that you're going to need the Wander vehicle to navigate and get through this giant launch map. What really excited the Zombies team is bringing back the idea of needing to stick together as a team a bit more. And they think Transit did a great job of that, where you have the bus. You all needed to make the decision initially on the map to go together on the bus in order to survive. And they want to bring bring more weight to that matter on the decision when you're playing through this map. So especially early on, you'll be able to unlock different ways to move around the map, but it's really important to use that vehicle, decide where you're going as a team, and move to the next destination. Because this map is so big, just like Transit, Treyarch are also bringing a...
Hold on. Would be interesting to work like Moon. Or have to choose what you're holding if you want to go into the fog. Yeah, that would be pretty... Dude, that'd be pretty crazy. To build the Wonder Vehicle, you don't care about. It sounds like you're gonna be able to upgrade it, sort of like how you're able to upgrade the bus. It just seems like the upgrades might be a little more impactful than what we have with the bus. Donuts, let's remember word of mouth is always a reliable source of information. Specific details might be a bit different than it sounds. The telephone gate, that's true. Yeah, we've had that happen a couple of times this year, haven't we?
Another returning thing from Black Ops 2, which is the concept of survival maps. The idea here to take smaller locations from the launch map and make them standalone maps. I recognize that one of the most successful parts of Black Ops 6 was Liberty Falls, with how accessible it is, where you have everything you need to survive, and that was really an inspiration for them to bring back survival maps, and thought it was a nice complement to this very large, vast map. And what's cool is that they're able to take the features available in the standard maps that maybe take quite a while to access to, so you're easily able to play those areas in case you don't have the skill or time to get to those places. In these survival maps, everything you need to get to high rounds is already there from the get-go, with no main quest enabled. It is solely about surviving, and they're going to be releasing survival maps through the seasons as well. To clear up any confusion on the launch of Black Ops 7 Zombies, we're going to have the main launch round-based map as well as the farm survival map. As the seasons go on, more survival maps from the launch map will be added.
I actually like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. It sounds like, so obviously we have two maps at launch, one just being farm survival and one being like actual transit. And then as the seasons go on, we'll be probably getting one map most of the time per season, like one new map like we did this year, and then a survival map too to also help us stem the tide. That's actually a really good way of doing it. Like, I was asking for Nuketown Zombies to come back this year because I thought like, oh, you know, I like the idea of having survival maps like that to kind of help stem the tide in between round-based maps. I think they kind of like that. Drip feeding survival maps kind of sucks when they already exist. I think this is perfect. I got to be honest with you. This is exactly what people have wanted, and I think this is the smartest play they could have had here. Drip feeding something. Jesus fucking Christ. Here we go. Dude, I'm telling you right, guys, why would you want 7 maps on launch like that when you can just, like, it's not like, oh, this season is only going to be one survival map. There's going to be probably 6 maps in the DLC, 5 maps in the DLC. So pretty much a map per season at the start. Let's say there's a map per season at the start of every season, plus like an individual map at the halfway point that's a survival map. It's already gonna get, dude. I mean, look at Black Ops 4. Everyone said, "Oh my god, if it was new content, dude." There's gonna be a new map probably at least for 5 of the 6 seasons. So not only do you have that, but you also have 6 individual ones on top of that too. I think at this point, like, there's no point in, like, everything that has come out so far is exactly what we've been asking for based on next year. And this is, dude, like, again, I don't see how any of this, the only negative thing that I've heard so far is that there's no bus. And like on a list of gripes to have right now, I think that's kind of a minimalistic gripe to have, being honest.
To the game, and it's assumed that further DLC maps will also have their own survival maps as well. When it comes to carry forward for Black Ops 7 Zombies, it's confirmed that Gobblegums will carry over through to Black Ops 7 on day 1. So all of the current Gobblegums we have in the game will be available on day 1. It sounds like all
Trip feed brain rot, dude. This has got, you guys got to be trolling with this. I'm so serious. Like, there's no, dude. They're giving you Transit remastered with a farm survival at the start of launch. Think of it from, okay, hold on. Think of it from a perspective of BO2, though. Would it have been better if Transit and Town, and then we got Diarize and Farm 2 months later? I think, but here's the difference, though. we're not getting Die Rise and Farm 2 months later. It's not going to be like there's going to be a huge 3-month gap between transit at launch and the next map. I'm assuming DLC 1 is going to come out at the start of Season 1 or at the Season 1 Reloaded, just like Citadel. So you're going to have this massive map in transit and just farm survival for like a month before the next map comes out. And then they probably do the survival map for one of the other POIs halfway through the next map. It'll be like a brand new game every single 1.5 months. I'd say it's probably like every 60, not even 60 days, dude. Probably like 35 days. There's a new map coming out. Every other map is a survival map. I don't think that's a problem, dude. I don't think that's a problem. That's what we've been asking for. I said I'd rather have instead of a random LTM that makes no sense to be in zombies, I'd rather have a survival map to get on and play and vibe on. I'd rather have a small survival map than a random LTM that doesn't make any sense at all to be in zombies that everyone's gonna hate anyways, play one time and be done with. Community gaslit Treyarch about survival maps just like they did with Grief. Dude, I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Now here's my question. Would you guys rather have garbage LTMs that are literally terrible that you'll play one time and then never touch again, and that's part of your seasonal content? Or would you rather have a survival map would you rather have a new map every at the 60-day mark? Would you rather have a new map and then in between that every 30 days getting a smaller survival map? Or like, dude, this is another situation of everyone is like, we want this, and now that it's here, it's drip fed slop. No sense, dude. Plus the survival maps instead of LTM. Dude, at the end of this game, there's going to be 6 large-scale maps and 6 survival maps. They just need to remaster BO2 at this point. Guys, I don't know what to tell you. This is exactly what everyone has been asking for the last 10 years. And now there's a problem. It's crazy. Crazy. Getting rage baited, bro, to listen to this kid. Dude, but the problem is that like half of these people are serious, and the other half of these people are gonna be on Twitter talking about how all this is like they're drip feeding us content we could have had at launch. Dude. It doesn't make, dude, people just don't know what they're talking about, honestly. Like, I'm so sorry, but like, again, this is actually like, dude, again, it's not, I would hate to be a dev. I would hate to work for this company and have to listen to this, because it's like, we just, for the last 10 years, this is exactly what you've been asking us for, and now we're giving it to you, and it's drip fed slop. Bruh. Think about it. The big map, the more excited you are. Donuts, it's perfect, man. It's perfect. This is literally perfect. This is perfect. You give us an insanely large map at launch, and then you give us a survival map to kind of balance the, well, I don't want to boot up and play 2 hours, right? I don't want to spend 2 hours on a setup on this transit map. I'm going to just hop on the survival map and grind my weapons, my camos, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And then I'll play that for 30 days. And then after 30 days, when I'm starting to get bored, there'll be a brand new round-based survival map. And halfway through that season, there'll be a survival map too. Like, plus LTMs, plus Grief, probably Outbreak. Dude, I don't know how, I don't know what else you want them to do besides releasing a new map every single, 20 days. I don't get it. No augment carry forward, that could be tough, yeah. It's just drip fed. Dude, I'm so sick of the buzzwords that everyone uses, dude. It's key jingling, it's drip fed, it's slop. Like, why? Dude, my brain can't even compute this shit. I'm so serious. My brain doesn't even, I can't even fully comprehend this. I can't even comprehend this, dude. I think the map will be great. Just hope we get more maps like this and finish with 5 full experiences, excluding the survival maps. Caps, I think that's the point, though. I think the point is that you're going to have survival maps throughout the year and like 6 new experiences, which is perfectly fine. That's a launch map, and then like 5 out of the 6 seasons you'll get a brand new round-based map. Even if they were like, all right, let's put out 6 survival maps at launch, what do you like? How are you even going to be able to how are you even going to have the time to play 6 survival maps and transit at launch? And then by the time DLC 1 rolls around, you're already like, well, now we have this one map and I'm going to be done, right? You'll play DLC 1 for 2 weeks and then be done with the season until DLC 2 and the next map comes out. You're telling me you don't want a survival map in between there? Having it all at launch is just going to be like, all right, well, I played all these and I'm over them, right? I'd rather, this is exactly what I listen. Maybe maybe if you are on the other side of the coin, we can agree to disagree here. But I've been on side. Give me survival maps in between. Right? I said this year. Like, I would rather have something like Nuketown Zombies instead of an LTM. And that's essentially what they're doing here. We had Transit, Nuketown, Town, Farm, and Bus Depot in 2012 and never got bored. This is a different time period, brother. Everyone was bored back then too, to be honest with you. The game was dead until Mob of the Dead came around. Game was dead. 5 seconds away from great info on the video. I got you, Donut. So, all right, let's go back.
Of the Black Ops 6 weapons will also be carrying forward, but that will be post-launch during Season 1. Another massive thing that Treyarch have confirmed for Black Ops 7 Zombies is that every Zombies map will be getting a fully CGI intro cutscene.
Is that slop? Is that drip fed too?
I understand that people were very disappointed that Black Ops 6 didn't have a full year of CGI cutscenes like it should, but they said
Are the survival maps, those won't have cutscenes, so those are slop?
Yes, they 100% are going to have CGI cutscenes for the game, and that they will be expanding upon the mid and end game cutscenes that they offered in Black Ops 6. At Treyarch, we got to have a Q&A based on the presentation that we saw. Whilst Treyarch are keeping very tight-lipped on zombies beyond what we spoke about today, we did manage to get a few zombies questions out of them, one being the fundamental differences in gameplay between Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 zombies, and they said that there is some significant under-the-hood changes that they've made to Black Ops 7 zombies, but they just can't talk about it right now, and they emphasized that in early September, there is going to be a massive marketing window for zombies. We're going to be getting a ton of teasers and marketing that's going to give us a ton of build up and more context and knowledge on zombies itself, including the name of the launch map, any potential new perks, new gobblegums, and big fundamental changes to zombies. But at least from what we got to see of the very few seconds of atmospheric gameplay showing off X-level GPU particles and vector fields, we're really able to play with the fog that we'll interact with, and they said they've leveled up with the volumetric fog, adding another layer of movement, ambient movement with light layers of noise, giving it gritty atmosphere and claustrophobic feeling to get you really immersed in the environment. They also wanted fluid simulation with the fog. They wanted to feel like you were interacting with it, and not only you, the players, but also the zombies interacting, the gameplay, the explosions, and they're just going to keep pushing and pushing. Get all of those details to look as good as physically possible. I'll touch upon this a lot more in a video going over everything revealed today, but there are some significant gameplay movement changes that will be across all modes where tac sprint is no longer in the game. There are also next level omni movement mechanics such as being able to wall jump for traversal and engagement opportunities.
That's
and
pretty
as far as
sick.
I'm aware, this will also be the case in zombies. We'll also be able to mount weapons onto surfaces and move whilst mounted, going along the actual mounted surface from left to right. That is absolutely everything that we know so far, solely dedicated to Black Ops 7 Zombies gameplay. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. But if you want to see a full video going over full campaign and multiplayer details as I got to see and play the multiplayer as well, then there will be a video on your screen right now that you can click through to watch that massive info dump. And to not miss any more exclusive videos like this, then just hit that subscribe button.
Shop Hot Buys for your limit.
All right. BO2 was never dead. I don't care what you say. No, the game. No, trust me, the game was. It was dead. It was dead. Game was. The community was not in a good spot until Bob. Let's get this ad off of the screen for a second, shall we? This is not what I wanted to go there. Okay, well, you guys can still hear me. It's a black screen while I do this really quickly. You were there, Andrew? Nah, dude, I heard you were in the dark ether during that time. You weren't really there. No. Weren't even born yet. Kind of like BO3 movement with Omni. Yeah, it sounds like there's hopping and stuff. Yeah, this is pretty crazy. Yeah, I think the only concerns I have right now with this game is like, what are the perks gonna look like at launch? What are the field upgrades gonna look like? Because I don't want them to reduce the number of perks that they had and then drip feed the perks. That's where I'd be upset. But everything else is like extremely positive about this, to be 100% candid. Now, granted, I mean, like the gameplay again, it sounds like it probably, I don't know if they'll be able to do like full point system changes or whatever. Obviously, we'll find out here at the beginning of next month when they start the marketing for zombies. But I just can't see. I don't know. This is exactly what we've been asking for, man. See, the perks and fuel upgrades are valid. I completely agree there, though. That's what I'm saying. With the drip feeding, like, I don't want to... Yeah, with the drip feeding, what I don't want to have happen is get the same perks, get the same augments, get the same field upgrades. What I want them to do there is, like, just give us all that stuff at launch, you know? Like, even if the augments reset, I wouldn't mind re-unlocking all the augments for stuff at launch if everything's there, you know? So, fuck, dude. Yep. I think every perk and field upgrade should be in there at launch too, even if it's not technically quote-unquote carry forward because you have to re-unlock the augments and they're all locked behind prestige systems again. I'm fine with that, but yeah, that ain't good. Said Milo tweeted, hold on. Warzone armor system is back. I don't even hate it. That's the crazy part. You're barking up the wrong tree with me there. I wouldn't care if we got shield backs, but I don't care. Like, I genuinely, that's not a concern for me, to be straight up honest with you. I wish there was a better way to earn those and upgrade your armor. Like, that'd be pretty sick, but bit of negativity there. Very interesting tweet. I mean, I feel like that was kind of a given though. Anybody that thought we weren't getting armor back is, I don't know where we were getting that kind of information from. I feel like that was a given. Well, maybe just me though. Is there classic mode? I don't know. Nobody knows, Ray Gun. I think we'll probably see a classic mode come to BO6 first and get it tested. If we had a shield, you'd get cooked so quick past round. That's what I'm saying. Again, with the armor plating, like, I just think there should be a way to, like, a harder way to unlock them, as well as, like, them potentially having upgradable armor. Okay, the tweet is passive aggressive negative. Yeah, dude. Again, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. For my own personal complaints and my own personal opinions here, I'd say the only negative on the day is that there's potentially gonna be, like, we don't know yet about what the perks are gonna look like, what the field upgrades are gonna look like. But in terms of, like, everything else, I don't really see how any of this is bad in the slightest. Like, I genuinely don't. Like, unless you were expecting or hoping for some major overhaul, which is still technically possible because they said there are going to be a lot of different things in terms of, like, the like mechanics for the game. Like, maybe we'll see some changes there. Like they said, you know, we'll reveal more later on once the zombie stuff actually gets dropped. But yeah, dude, I I don't see how any of this is really honestly so bad, dude. There's going to be, at the end of the game, if you count the survival maps, you're going to be looking at potentially 12 maps on this disc on top of 6 this year. So 18 round-based maps over the course of 2 years. I don't know. 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 I don't know, guys. I don't know. Okay. Let's pump the brakes here on Chronicles 2. Let's pump the brakes on Chronicles 2 for a little bit. I think if we're gonna see a Zombies Chronicles 2, and hopefully I'm wrong, it would be probably in 2028 because that'd be the 20th year of Zombies. So like, I say maybe pump the brakes there a little bit, but I think it's in the works. If I had to give my own opinion here. Do I think the survival maps will hinder how many we get in the game's life cycle? I don't think so. I think that the map set list is already leaked for this year in terms of like the locations, which means there's probably going to be, I think there's going to be 12 total maps, 6 of them being like big new experiences. So you have Transit at launch and then 5 throughout the DLC season. And then you have the 6 different POIs of Transit. What are we getting for season 6? Probably a perk, a couple of gobble gums, and all that good stuff. Don't pump the brakes, pump the jam. That's crazy. Let's get working, Rapid. Rapid, I gotta be honest, I don't like that 7 people have already posted complete breakdowns of what's going on. Do you think that it'd be better to just rip out an emergency podcast episode? Because I feel like that's a unique... Because everyone, like, all the big people that got to go already have videos posted on all the information that we got today, and I feel like it'd just be rehashing that, where the pod would be very opinion-based. I don't know, but, like, all the big guys have their own... Like, all the info in the blog post, all the info from the game is already out. Like, they already obviously had that done. I didn't know it was going to be that much, but... I mean, I could tell Jeff to fucking kick off early. I think Pod might, like, that's at least exclusive to us. It would maybe have to be a live tonight, if anything. No, I don't want to do I want to do a live podcast for this. I kind of want it to be a video. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Like, there's info here, but I feel like everything's been rehashed multiple times over. But I don't know. Dude, I'm not gonna be honest with you. Like, obviously, maybe it'd be a little bit different if I got to, but like, I just don't like that they got all this shit early like that. That's such a fucking competitive advantage, man. That's crazy, dude. They got to fucking, oh, dude, oh my god, they had all these videos. That's tough. That's tough. That's so tough. MC pod live. Okay, would you guys rather see a live pod tonight, or would you guys rather have a regular pod upload? The pod upload would be much later in the night, and I can't guarantee that like there'd be a lot on, like, there's not gonna be a lot of editing on it for the live stream. The pod upload would probably be tomorrow morning at the latest, like middle of the night. The pod upload would be tomorrow morning. The pod live would be tonight. Pod live. All right, vote right now. 1 for live pod, 2 for an upload. Both are going to be podcasts, but 1 would be live tonight. 2 would be a whole video. Do a video. Dude, my only concern is, like, I don't know if people are clicking through to the video. Like, everyone already has, like, I don't know. All right, I'm gonna end the stream. Rapid Bull, I'll catch up with you in a second then. The thing with the video though is that the video is not gonna get done until tomorrow morning though. Like, there's no. I don't want to upload the episode of a pod at like 1 a.m. It would take 3 hours to upload on my end. Um. Let me hit up Jeff. See what's going on here. Okay, all right. I gotta go. I gotta go convene with Jeff, guys. If there's gonna be a pod, I'd say be on the lookout tonight, probably around like 7. Hopefully, would be a good time for that. I don't know. We gotta figure this out now, because like I don't think that everybody getting. I knew there was gonna be early information and shit, but having videos where it's all already prepped with like the blog post information and everything that they got, like it's. Milo is a brutally honest. Hold on, I actually kind of want to watch this. Donuts, are you still here? I saw that. What's up? What's up, Galaxy? This is 30 minutes? Bruh. I ain't got that kind of time. Is this even allowed? I thought you weren't. Okay, I didn't know you were allowed to upload opinions. I thought you were just able to say you were playing it. All right, hold on.
Talk about what I saw versus not allowed to talk about what I saw. Then we'll do a big info dump of information, which is tons of stuff that they showed us behind the scenes in this big presentation and in a Q&A, and then we'll move on to a little bit more of my opinion on things and the question of, are we back or are we really not back, Captain? So without further ado, let's talk about the embargo situation. This is something I'm not particularly happy about. It's just very awkward the way that Activision has set this up. So basically, we had this presentation in this Q&A, but then separate to that, we played the game. And annoyingly, I can't talk about anything I saw from playing the game. Like, that is still under embargo, which is basically, if you're not familiar with that term, the phrase that they use when it's like the press are given information that they can't talk about it until a certain time. Like, annoyingly, what I played is still embargoed. However, there's a ton of stuff in the presentation that is not embargoed.
Okay, I see what you guys are saying. I see what you guys are saying. Yeah, because the people that I talked to said that they were.
But it is annoying because I want to talk about what I played in extreme depth, and I'm limited. And it's almost
Yeah, the people I saw talking about it were they said they were going to do opinions and stuff, but that makes sense. That makes sense.
But Activision obviously have their own plans for things, so it's whatever. So that's the embargo situation. Let's now talk about the presentation, because everything in the presentation they gave us is on record, ready for distribution right now. So I want to read you a couple of quotes about the foundations of the game, and then we'll talk about the zombie-specific stuff, but it's important to get a feel for what their overall vision is of Black Ops 6 to inform some of the changes they're making to zombies. So this is a game that was greenlit, concepted, and developed alongside Black Ops 6, supposedly. We always had, this is Treyarch speaking, we always had a unique vision for this title. We're going to get into all the specifics about that later, but they wanted to make sure that the game had its own unique identity, and that's innovations across the 3 big pillars of the game, and that's campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. So they are seeing zombies as one of the 3 big pillars of the game, absolutely as they should be, but they reiterated that there, which was good. They then said, at Treyarch, we're obviously innovating and finding new ways to bring things to fans, whether it's co-op in 2008, you've got big map stuff that they've done with Blackout and Outbreak and things like that, and that's the sort of flavor of innovation that they're trying to sort of look for this year across campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. They're trying to just do new stuff for all their players, and the team is then going to sort of talk about that in some depth. Now, this is where the presentation started to split to different speakers talking about different sections of the game. I'm going to give you this sort of mission statement stuff, and then we're going to skip straight to zombies. I'm not going to talk about like their new lighting changes and stuff in this video. That'll be a separate video. So, I believe this was Yale Miller talking, or no, sorry, it was now Miles talking, and he said, we've been working on this for quite a while. It really started with this big, chunky statement about unleashing the future of Black Ops. This was sort of the mantra that the team's been working with BO6 and BO7 in parallel, and really the momentum from the success of BO6 and the unique identity that BO7 gives us really emboldened the team and unlocked them in a lot of ways to unleash a lot of creativity and a lot of big innovation ideas and a lot of fun storytelling moments and just different places that they want to
Yeah, I'm gonna slow this down, but I just want to go to the point where he's giving his opinions. I don't want to. I don't.
Allows us is to put new toys and new gadgets. That's because it starts with, again, going back to the team being unleashed. Zombies is bigger. The story is crazier. He then says, I say that, you won't believe me, but believe me, it is. and the story is crazier, and the other thing is we're bringing back the original crew, but not how you would expect them. This is the big twist here, and we won't get into that, but we're very excited to talk about it. The Zombies team is going to kill it. Then they go a little further to say that because we're in 2035, it's not just a new setting, but also a direct continuation coming after BO2 2025. And I've worked on every single Black Ops game all the way back to World at War, and have very fond memories of BO2, but there were also a lot of threads that we left in BO2. There's a lot of branching storylines. We're going to take some of those and craft a final new canon storyline that comes into 2035, Black Ops 7, and we've also woven in, because we had the benefit of parallelly working on Black Ops. I just don't think that was always the plan. I'm a little skeptical of that. It feels like it's a little bit of marketing talk, so to speak. So let's now skip over to the part of the presentation which focused on zombies specifically, because I wanted to give you a bit of... It's not something that I expect. Holding like a lantern holder thing with a zombie head inside it. Honestly, it was giving World War II zombies, which... inside it. And focus on these 3 big points to call out today, all right? So bear in mind, this is the zombie segment of the presentation. There's been an hour of other stuff prior to it. We finally get to zombies. He says 3 big points. Number 1, new version of the original crew. Faces.
All right, I never mind. I don't need it. I don't know. There's nothing. This is just rehashing everything that we heard already. All right, guys, I'm gonna go figure out the content situation for the rest of the day. If we are back, it'll be a live pod tonight, probably around like 7 or 8 o'clock EST. If not, it'll be a live video version of the pod tomorrow, like another just pod episode ready to go for tomorrow morning, hopefully. Rest of the week, tomorrow, got some videos potentially coming out, as well as Thursday. We have Mr. Peaks, all that good stuff dropping, the Ether Blade. The video is ready to go for that once it goes live, all that good shit. But yeah, guys, that's kind of it for today, for the pod, for the stream here. Yeah, I'm gonna go get to the content situation figured out with Rapid and Jeff. We'll figure out what's going on there. Shout out to everybody who's here, Donuts, of course, Galaxy, Dead King, Plague, Column, all that good stuff. Yeah, Nuke Man, Omni. They did like a little mini trailer for zombies earlier. They revealed the crew, what they look like, all that good stuff. PK, Plague, Chicken, all that good stuff. Got the Reznov skins unlocked, hell yeah, so it doesn't seem like it's too hard. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go get everything figured out. If we are back, it'll be a live pod probably tonight. If not, it'll be probably content tomorrow or video. I just think that, I don't know, it's kind of tough to try to do any sort of news or reporting or breakdowns and stuff when everything's already been done, ready to go. All right, guys, I'm gonna go figure this out. Luis, thank you for stopping by. Everybody else, DK, appreciate y'all. We'll see you guys very soon.